all things, when you get how you get old, it's horrible, but I tore right where your ass meets your leg.
Right.
At the cup of your ass at the highest part of your leg.
Okay.
Right in there was this tibia, you think, or your pelvis is.
Right.
There's a bone called your ischial tuberosity.
Okay.
And that's the word. And that's how you say it. Ischial tuberosity. This bone, you have three, if you didn't know, your three hamstrings come up
Okay.
and all attached to this little bone.
Okay.
My opening kickoff of my junior year in high school,
Oh shit.
I ripped that bone off my pelvis. Now, the
God.
good news is it heals without surgery.
Okay.
The bad news is you feel it for the rest of your life, and that while I was 16. But now that all this happened, and I can sit normal,
Right.
every once in a while I gotta pull
You got to pull it back.
I can't sit too long.
Does it just feel like it's stretching funny, or
It just
it hurts?
It just hurts.
Yeah.
Like a dull ache.
Right.
But if I just wears on you, well, this fixes it for some reason.
Huh?
But if I like I said, but
So say, man, if you've been dealing with this since 16, you figured your workaround.
yeah, it's nothing. No heel for it.
Now that you're 46,
Yeah.
you're good.
Oh yeah. That's 10 years off too, right? Right, crazy.
Hey guys, I'm gonna let you guys know we're live now.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm gonna welcome everybody to the a little bit maybe try to get all. I'm sure it's gonna get all of us. This is
Sure.
the Indie Wrestling Experience live pod, the kickoff show for RPW Destiny V tonight. Bell time 6 o'clock in Appleton, Wisconsin. But forget all of that, John. 30 years ago, I would have said to you, and I'm gonna still say it to you today because I think you're still the same 13-year-old boy right now. If you get to meet Buff Bagwell, what are you gonna ask him? Buff, welcome to the show, man. It's so great to meet you.
That's a great analogy.
Right.
It
Right.
really is. I was going to say, well, if we're going to talk about it, let's really talk about it. 33 years ago. But 33, how old are you?
I'm 49.
Okay.
Yep, I'll be 50 in a couple
Okay, so
weeks.
33
Yeah.
years ago,
Yeah.
brother. It's so 1991, September of 91. I did an interview with Missy High in Savannah, Georgia, and that was it. It was. I remember they assigned me to a contract, $500 a week. I walked into Dusty's office, and I swear to you, man, I'm not kidding you. It happened. I know my memory's wrong, but it feels like it happened in minutes. But
Right.
in minutes, really. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I really think it's minutes, but it was probably a few days or hours.
Mhm.
But I feel like it was minutes that Global Wrestling called me and said, "We're done." And the phone rang, and it was Magnum TA.
Oh,
And I said, "Magnum who?" I
Oh,
wasn't a wrestling fan,
right.
but I was. I mean, I knew. I mean, as soon as I asked, I went, "Oh, oh my God, hey brother!" And
right.
because I was only 20, and I hadn't watched
Right.
wrestling in 10 years with my
Right.
brothers and stuff. So, but I was like, "Hey, come down. Dusty wants to meet you." And so I walked in, and Dusty, fell in love with me. And I fell in love with him, but he didn't know what to do with me. He goes,
Right.
"You're only 21. I don't know what to do with you." I said, "Well, Dusty, I'm pretty good at this." So he goes, "Let's put you in school, and we'll pay you $500 a week." And that's a lot of money for me. I was broke. So 2 days into school, Barry Windham blew his knee out,
Right.
and I went on the road and never looked back.
That's craziness.
Signed a $100,000 contract the next week, and
Right. The right place, the right time.
yes, it's what it is. It's what it always is. So
But man,
crazy.
you're talking about that global. Man, you talk about a roster back in the day. Who would have thought the names that came out of there? I mean, we got one handsome stranger standing here next to us now.
That's right. Scotty the Palm Beach Heartthrob, Raven,
Mhm.
Yep.
Patriot, Barry Horowitz, Eddie Gilbert,
Yeah,
Harlem
Heat down
Heat.
there.
They were the
Yeah.
Ebony Experience,
Yes,
right?
sir.
X-Pac.
Yeah.
Mhm.
X-Pac
One,
was the
two,
Lightning
three.
Kid.
That's right. It was before 1, 2, 3.
Was he?
It was
That's right. He was a
yeah.
Lightning Kid first. I
Yeah.
remember having to put him over going, Are you kidding me?
I know.
He looks like a kid. And he was called the Lightning Kid, but he was great. He was really good at
Well,
it.
that's
And
to me, that's the first. That was the first Dom Mysterio, right? Because
Right.
if you look back to me, that's Dom. And look, look
absolutely.
at this guy now.
Yep.
And look at everything Xbox became. I mean,
Exactly.
freaking phenomenal.
Yep. It
And
really is.
yeah, there were so many of you guys in there, man. That I mean, just absolute bosses
Well,
that came out of
we
there.
were just talking about rosters,
Mhm.
and I just went, I mean, look back at the Monday Night Nitro roster,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
and then watch an AEW show. I go, 3/4 of those guys wouldn't even be on that roster.
Right.
They just
Agreed.
wouldn't be. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
I don't believe so.
So,
No.
but I don't understand why though. I don't understand how these little skinny kids are trying to fit into a Goldberg, to a Big Papa Pump, to a Buff Bagwell, to a Lex Luger, to a
Right.
lot. I mean, we're all 220 plus. These guys are 175 minus.
Yeah.
And they're all waiting for a guy to jump off the ropes at 150 pounds on them.
Mhm.
I just can't wrap my head around it, man. It's really hard. And I love this entry no matter what. But I want to see a Goldberg type figure. I want to see somebody I can't be
Mhm.
rip somebody's head off.
Right.
I remember walking into my living room, and this worked for a long time. And my brothers and my dad were getting excited. I was the baby.
Mhm.
They were getting excited because the Road Warriors music was on.
Mhm.
And they knew that somebody was getting hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody was going to get
Yeah,
beat up.
sir.
And now it ain't the same, man. It's not. There's no big boys anymore.
No,
There's just
Bob and I talk about that a lot. About we like
The
we
airport
call them the airport test. You know, who's going to pass the airport test? I mean, that would have been you back in the day. There's
yes.
a reason that people stopped again.
I
Who is
believe
this guy?
I believe that matters. Maybe not anymore, but obviously. But like, God, I'm a huge WWE fan, but
Right.
it's hard for me to wrap my head around.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we're in an area of a big meeting where you're at a big convention,
Right.
and you want some of your talent there to explain how great your company is, the WWE, and what y'all do.
Right.
And this person walks up, that his name is Sami Zayn. And you're looking at this dude and you're going, wait a minute. And let's say you're on the fence about wrestling.
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go, if I'm on the fence,
Right.
wait a second. So you're the international champion, intercontinental, whatever it is.
Right.
You're the champ of this WWE thing. Yeah. And I can't wrap my head around that.
Right.
I can't. Don't you got to look the part?
Right.
Don't you got to look I mean, wrestling gets beat up on its own.
Right.
Mhm.
And one of the reasons why it would get unbeat up is because of the way we looked.
Right.
It looked we checking the box, the look part's there.
Right.
And with these guys, there's not even a box no more. It's just if you can wrestle, you get in the ring. And I don't know. I just hate that there's not killers. There needs to be killers. There needs to be Goldbergs. There needs to be Rocks.
Yeah.
There just needs to be muscular, big men doing this, and there's just not anymore.
Yeah, it's like we talk about boxing and UFC. That heavyweight means something. The heavyweight
Yeah.
champion means the heavyweight champion in those
That's
divisions. You know what I
catching
mean?
your
None of
eye.
those. Yeah.
That's it's an eye thing.
It is.
It's
Every
it's an
single one of those
attention
guys.
grabber.
It's like I've never heard it before. That's perfect. The airport,
Yeah.
the airport test.
Yep. That was
Yeah. I don't know who that guy is, but he's somebody. I'm gonna go find
Yeah,
out.
yeah. That
You know?
guy's right. That guy's somebody.
Right.
right.
Who
you
is
want,
that?
You want somebody that, like you said, you can't take your eyes off of. That was
Absolutely.
your generation of guys back in the day. I mean, it was a murderer's row of just massive, meaty dudes.
It was
And it was just pounding each other, man.
It was.
crazy.
We had to get together as a team
Mhm.
and say, listen, hey, let's apologize now to each other
Uh-huh.
because everybody was turning it up a notch.
Mhm.
And I mean, I watched last night to the point where I had to turn the channel from Powerhouse Hobbs and the big tough white kid that with a real long crazy last name, something with a C. Gelacolentine, or he does that swing.
Oh,
Castagnoli.
Yeah,
Claudio,
that name, that
Mhm.
name,
Yeah.
Claude. Yeah. So those two guys are doing the form
Mhm.
thing, and my skin was cringing. I was like, we would get to the back and we'd have been fired over that.
Oh.
It was like they were pulling these, and they did 50 each, and I can see the crowd in the background. They're like this.
Mhm.
They're sitting. They're not clapping. They're just still. And I'm thinking, what are they doing?
Right.
But I don't know. It's just a different project. It's a different product now. It really is. And I love it. So I'm trying to, love it more, but
Right.
I would just,
It's definitely, I mean, we talk about it a lot, that the changes that have happened. I mean, and it is, it's a totally different product than it was before.
Yeah.
You know, what you've got now, I mean, back in your day, you had the cruiserweight, right? Well, those guys, cruiserweights now, I mean,
Yeah.
Jericho's a perfect example. Jericho's a bigger guy now. He's,
Oh, yeah, he's-
bigger now,
yeah.
but I mean,
he's
that
heavyweight.
stud-
He's a heavyweight
Yes,
guy.
he
he's a
is.
big guy.
Yes.
You know, these guys, I mean, look at,
And back in
we
the
got-
day, he was cruiserweight.
we got,
Mhm. Yeah.
Ricochet running around. Ricochet is a good,
Yeah.
yeah, guy. We talk about Osprey.
Sure.
You know, he's put on some
Osprey
diet.
put on that weight so he would look like Buzz talking about.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And-
He gets it. He got it. You know what I
And,
mean?
and I love the champ right now, Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fletcher,
He's got some
Fletcher's-
height.
Yes, he's
He-
a big
I like
boy.
to see 20 more pounds on him, but
Yes,
he's
right.
still, he looks believable.
Mhm.
He's believable and he's great in the ring. Will Ospreay, he's got to be close to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
He looks believable.
Mhm.
Ricochet's ripped.
Yep.
He looks believable.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn doesn't look believable.
Right.
And he's incredible in the ring.
Yep.
Yes.
But I just think it's gotta, and obviously I'm wrong. I mean, because they're obviously doing really fine.
Right.
But I just think they would even do better if Sammy would tan and
Mhm.
shave and get in the gym a little more. But I just hate
It's so funny. That's been my rip on. You've heard me say this before. It's been my rip on Goldberg the last couple of times we've seen him. He doesn't shave.
Right.
And to me, it looks like he doesn't care.
I know exactly.
Like, that's how I feel.
And like, again, and also this route, have some hair here if you want, but shave your nasty back.
Mhm. Right.
I mean, every man's got hair on his back.
Right.
Let's shave it, brother. But that's just little things that, I mean, in the day, I mean,
That
man,
was something you guys
I
did.
dare you to
maintain.
find a hair on my body during that 10-year run.
Right.
It just didn't happen, bro.
Oh, and it's like you said,
And
it's things-
untanned or anything.
Right.
Find a flaw on me and that whole run, and you're not gonna find it.
and that's like you said, that was part of doing business, right? That's
Exactly.
what you had
It
to
was
do
business.
for your brand.
It
for
was
the
for
buff brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like that's gone, but I still enjoy it so much. I just love
Mhm.
watching it. And so but I'd like to see a couple killers. It was even seeing the logo of the Cena and the bad guy.
Brock one.
Yeah, just seeing the ad
the
was
things,
like,
right?
Yes. Right.
yes, it was ESPN and the two big boys.
Yeah.
And because don't let Cena fool you, just because he ain't tanning,
Right.
he looks incredible.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
I mean, he's
absolutely.
jacked.
Yeah.
So he still looks the part,
Yeah.
He 100% does.
Yeah.
So how have you been enjoying? I know we were talking about the product. You've been kind of on a tour of the Indies here, making appearances here and here and here. How you liking it? How you liking Stockholm?
I love it, man. I really do. These indies have gotten so well. Unfortunately, when the WWE let me go, that was my career. And the indies try to have my own locker room for me. And I said, no, dude, I'm good. So I would sit right in the middle of the locker room. But there ain't one story floating around out there of a negative story with Buff Bagwell in the locker room. I was
Mhm.
just always nice to everybody and
Right.
how you doing? Come on in, and here's my hat, and come on. If I did get a room, I shared it with everybody, or what.
Mhm.
But it was tough to do it. It was instead of flying into Atlanta and doing a loop and flying home, I was in Rome, Georgia, LA, Augusta, Georgia, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Your loop's got a little
So
bigger.
yeah, so I'm working for different people every night.
Right.
So it was much harder, and that's really where my addiction started. Was
Mhm.
when I needed help to do that. At least that's the help I thought I needed.
Right.
Looking back, that just drug me down.
Mhm.
But you think that's what it is. I'll get some energy and this will help. And at first it does. But it was a crazy run. But I always loved the indies and seeing how good they do. It's
Mhm.
impressive how seeing the guys that do them a little better.
Mhm.
I've never worked for this company, so I'm excited to see how they do, and
Mhm.
just very excited about all of it. So
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
I tell you what, I am going to bring up a moment because I've seen you in a couple of stops on these tours. And the one I'm going to bring up is I was in the house for Mr. Bagwell's neighborhood.
were you? That was Maryland.
That was Maryland. Yes,
Was it
sir.
Baltimore.
Yes,
You
Baltimore.
went out
That's right for
there.
FCW. Oh, were you there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Me
I forget
and my
which
son Jordan.
I forget
yeah.
which night's right. John was there too.
Yeah.
We were there for Mr. Bagwell's neighborhood. I got a whole bunch of cool pictures of it. I was so excited to see you that night.
I really think that could have been
Oh,
something really
absolutely.
good. I've had like top talent come to me and go, they never talked to me before and go, hey brother, that Mr. Bagwell thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was
I'm,
cool.
I'm telling you, you need to
Yes.
stay with that. And it just, I didn't put into it enough.
Right.
I don't think I didn't believe in it, I guess.
Mhm.
And then we started getting asked about it. So we made a couple 8x10s and I just didn't push it. If we'd have kept it going, it would have been, I think it would have been really good. It was a funny thing.
Oh, it was one of the
it wa-
highlights of our evening. It was really good.
It was a good little gimmick. And we did it during Christmas and it was, Mr. Bagwell. And then what the F are you do? Put that,
Yep.
And it was
You had
funny.
the cardigan on. I mean,
Yeah.
you were slick.
And and back then I could shave the goatee quick and
Yep.
clean up and then, put the gray in the hair. Mr. Bagwell's neighborhood. I love it. It was good stuff. Steve Yu,
Uh-huh.
Diamond Dallas's Pages, the president of his company,
Mhm.
is who thought of that.
That was
And
pretty good,
I,
man.
I cussed
Shout out.
those things. One of the very first videos you saw, Mr. Bagwell, it really happened.
Uh-huh.
I said, F you so and so, and it hadn't hung up yet. And I said, so the video went, hey, little boys and girls, don't ever make sure you always check your phone before hanging up. It was
awesome.
that one.
That's awesome.
And I was like, all right. And I went, oh no. I said that was on still. And then that was like, be careful, boys and girls. So it was good.
No, it was a good one, man. Yeah, we did it. Maybe that makes a comeback, Bob.
Hey man, I was all for that segment. I was surprised I didn't see it other places, but now I know why.
No,
It was-
we really should have gone deeper with that. And I think if the leg wouldn't have happened, we may have, because in that event I was
Dude,
I came.
right, yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah,
when
yes,
I
absolutely.
was right out of rehab.
Mhm.
That was the first show I did.
Mhm.
So that had to be somewhere around the end of 2022,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because
Yep.
I had just got out of rehab. And that was the first show I did was for Baltimore. It was in Baltimore.
Yep.
On Maryland Championship Wrestling. or
Yeah,
something.
yes,
Is that
that's
right?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, memory on this guy.
Look at my memory
I can
go.
tell you.
My YouTube producer, Chase Brogan,
Uh-huh.
I will rattle off a bunch of stuff. And when he first met me, he was like, this guy's lost his mind. So he's writing the dates down. He goes, bro, he goes, every one of those things you said was right. I go, well, I didn't know, but I thought I knew. He goes, well, you're right. He says, I thought I was have to correct all that and edit it out. He goes, but all those I still got a really good long-term memory.
There you go, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I know John was sending me pictures of you and the Patriot this morning. So I know
Yeah.
John's all juiced up to talk about.
Say it. Popped up. I think it was a
Yeah.
couple days ago. It was 31 years. Was you and Del Wilkes with your first run with the championship?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I can tell you what city we won it in.
Look at this guy.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep.
And if you watch the end of that match, how it comes down is the Patriots' hand gets raised by Nick Patrick.
Mhm.
Remind me to tell you about Nick Patrick and my name, Buff.
Okay.
And he raises Patriots' hand. But if you keep your eye on me, I'm staggering and I'm hitting Nick Patrick to raise my hand because nobody's raised my hand. So nobody notices it. But if you watch it back, the night we beat Roma and Orndorff,
Right.
Mhm.
I'm tapping, and as soon as he raises my hand, I'm like, because I'm in a cell mode.
Right.
And so I was like, yeah. But then we had to powder out of the ring because that was the
Right.
powder days.
Oh,
We
Uh-huh.
didn't stay in the ring and celebrate.
Right.
They had to get out,
Right.
for the bay faces. But Nick Patrick is who thought of Buff Bagwell.
really?
Yes. When NWO happened, I've always I didn't hate it, but I don't like my real name. I like it, but I don't want to be called that as a wrestler. I wanted to be called, the Super Dakota or
Right.
whatever name, but a name of some type.
Mhm.
And when he came up with my real name, I was just like, I don't want my real name. My parents loved it.
Right,
You know,
of course.
and the fans liked it, but I thought it'd just be a. So in the middle of the NWO thing, when the NWO happened, it was time I knew I could add a name.
Right.
I could get a name, a different name.
Right.
And in the back of first class in the dark, being Lex or writing things down. I can't remember what we were coming up with, but pretty quick, Nick Patrick a voice goes, "What about Buff?"
I mean,
And me and Lex stopped. And I remember turning into the darkness of first class, and a light came on. It was Nick Patrick goes, "What about Buff Bagwell?" And we went, "That's it."
That's it.
I mean, there was no other from that point on. I was Buff,
Mhm.
and it was crazy. But WCW wouldn't take Marcus away.
really,
Yeah, they would not. I want to be Buff Bagwell.
just
Right.
Buff.
That's it. But they would Marcus Buff Bagwell is what they would do. They wouldn't. do.
Wow.
The Rock,
That's
Buff,
crazy.
Sting. Buff.
Yeah.
Just Buff.
Well, I
Yep.
mean, to me, I mean, Buff, that's iconic, right?
Yes,
That
100%.
it's, I mean, all you have to say is Buff. We know exactly
Yes,
who we're talking
absolutely,
about.
absolutely.
Just, how many times, you obviously heard, like you were saying, you were riding with Lex.
Yeah.
How often is it's just Lex?
Right. Lex.
If I say Lex, you know exactly who I'm
And
talking about.
there's no question.
Think,
Buff, you're talking
Rock,
about.
I mean, these
You
these
know.
are iconic names. They're trademarkable names,
Yes.
right? There's a reason for that. Don't muddy the waters, man.
No, absolutely not.
Agreed. And he is just, I'm just sitting over here thinking, oh yeah, just me and Lex on a plane. Like that's just like it's crazy to me. I'm
Yeah.
still wrapping my head around that, right?
Right.
Little kid in me is still wrapping my head around
It was phenomenal, man. Even me now thinking back,
Mhm.
it's hard to wrap my head around. You talking about in a car with Lex.
that. Mhm.
Think about sitting on a private jet with Bischoff and Hogan.
Wow.
And you're sitting there. I mean, you're just like, I'm not gonna move.
Well, at this point, I mean, you're really kind of the young guy in that group of guys.
I was the whole time the young
Yeah.
guy.
Mhm.
So when I made it to those guys, I mean, think about it. The next youngest friend I've got was 10 years away.
Wow.
So your Sting, Lugers, Halls, Nashes, Hennings, all my clique, Norton's was 10 to 11 years older than me.
Right.
The Scotty was the only one, Rick, 10 years older. Scotty was like 8
Mhm.
years older. So the closest guy to me was Scotty, and that was 8 years.
That's crazy. Wow, that is nuts.
And when you can stand beside Scott Steiner, you've done something, because it's hard to stand beside that boy
Yeah.
and look good.
Oh, I bet.
But that's when wow, and that's really hard for me to like. And there was a red carpet there
Mhm.
before you get on the plane, and it's like, and somebody's taking your bag for you, and then you land, and a limo picks you up to take you to Nitro. And I remember you'll love this. We get to the buildings, but the
Right.
building, and as the limo pulls in, we see catering with all the guys
Mhm.
looking at the limo. Now our job, without talking,
Mhm.
I'm seeing what our job is now. Our job by looking at Luger and Hogan, our job is to pretend we're not in this limo
Right.
because the boys are looking.
Right.
So, but you got to pretend you're not in the limo, but you also got to pretend like you're not embarrassing Eric.
Right.
Because Eric's be like, what the fuck you acting like you don't want to be in here for?
Right.
So we had to act like
Wow.
Eric couldn't see us, but we had to act like to the boys that we're not in that limo.
Right.
So we're trying to get our bags and slide them over there. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Eric. And we're trying to do both those things. And we walk in shaved, tan,
Right.
in a limousine, private jet. And these boys are scraggly, been on the road all weekend.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
like,
No.
look at these guys.
Yeah.
And it was heat, man. It was
I bet.
oh my God, it was heat.
I believe it.
It was horrible, but it was a great thing and wonderful to be on that private jet. And It just told you you did something right.
You
You know.
earned it, man.
Yeah.
That's at some point you gotta, while you're trying to stay that line
Yes.
inside, you gotta say, man,
Yes.
here because I earned the right to be here.
Yep.
So
it was. It really
you-
was. It was a great feeling to know
Yeah.
that I feel like I'd paid my dues, and that
Mhm.
the five. So 5 times with 4 partners is what I did. That I don't think has ever been done in one company.
Right.
It has. There's no more than 2 that's done it.
Right.
One company is the question though. It's got to be. I guess 5 championships,
Right.
5 world tag team titles, with 4 partners in one
For
company.
one company.
Yeah,
Right.
and I don't think it's ever been done. But then my producer found the other night where it should have been 6 and 5.
Really?
So 1998 Halloween Havoc, I come out to wrestle with Rick Steiner
Mhm.
for the world tag team titles.
All right.
I turn on Rick in the match, leave, come back like Bill Clinton,
Right.
but Rick wins.
Oh, right.
So I should have won the
Technically,
belt.
right,
right.
Technically,
Yeah, technically,
right.
I really believe that if I do ever make the Hall of Fame of WWE, I really believe this can technically make a swing that I was the other half of the world tag. So it should be 6 with 5 because me and Rick would be world tag team champions together.
Now I'm not gonna lie, I like that premise though. Think about that. You just turned on the guy.
Right.
Right.
You still are champs now.
Yes.
Now how does that go forward? How do you do that?
Right. Think about it. Hey, I
Dude,
don't
that
know
could
if
have been so
I
cool.
don't know if you remember the finish or not, but I got the referee. I'm counting 1, 2 with his hand, and Rick kicks out. And we're like, oh my God. And the crowd goes, and so we do something else to Rick. I pull the ref back over again. I grab his hand, 1, 2, and then Rick kicks out again.
Right.
It fooled me watching it back over. And then the crowd's going crazy. I get the ref and throw him out, Charles Robinson, throw him out of the ring. And then Rick somehow beats
Right.
Scotty, and he wins the belts.
Oh,
And
man.
I was like, wait a minute, he's right. I should have been champion with him.
With you, Buff. That's
I think there may be a review like the plays nowadays with
there you go.
have
Oh,
a
right.
review.
Replay.
I think
There
the
you go.
instant replay would show that I am a 6-time with 5
I think
partners.
we need to start a petition, Bob.
I think we could.
I think, yeah, we gotta
get him. We gotta get Buff that number 6.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
would have been. And think about it. I mean, when I think about World Championship, I know me and Norton had one. No, we didn't. And I know me and Scott Steiner had one. And no, we didn't.
Wow.
I got 5 without Steiner and without Norton, which is to me
can't-
impossible. And without Luger.
Right.
Luger ain't there.
Wow.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't.
could have swore there was one. There was at least one with Norton.
I thought so too.
Me too, brother. Me too.
Well, if you can't remember, I know I can't.
Yeah, I don't
remember.
feel as bad.
Well,
now.
one reason Norton in place of I had Norton for my 5th.
Right.
And because I didn't remember Shane.
Right.
I saw me and Shane in a picture holding Jeff Jarrett on our shoulders. It's the only reason why I knew that we were champions.
Right.
And so and I got a great memory.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
really?
telling you, that had to be at the very end.
Mhm.
Really.
It had to be, brother, because I don't remember it.
Right.
So I don't remember it. So it just had to be at the very, very end of the company. And I don't remember Magnificent 7 either.
Oh yeah.
Really.
I got a picture of it and I don't remember it. So
That's crazy.
that had to be brief.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had to be brief because I don't remember it at all. When I first got asked about that, I was like, oh, that's a great movie.
Right.
They're like, no, you were in. I go, I wasn't in Magnificent 7. Yes, you was. I said, brother, no, I wasn't. And I'm like, I love the movie, but I wasn't in it.
Right.
And they're like, no. And I was like, they showed me a picture. I'm like, that
Oh,
was called the Magnificent 7. I said,
Damn it.
well, that's news on me.
There you go.
And circling back too, we were talking about big guys earlier, right? Biggest guy that I can remember seeing and just never translated in America like I thought he should have was Norton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Norton was an absolute monster.
So thick.
I mean, it was. Have you ever had the opportunity to see him wrestle in Japan?
I've seen
Uh-huh.
some old matches, and
He was different.
Yeah.
It was really when I went to Japan with Scott Norton,
uh
I was watching Hulk Hogan in Japan.
Yep.
It
Mhm.
was,
How about he was
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
but
He
but
was
a,
huge
but,
in
but a really good worker, like
Right.
a little better than even Hulk at the time.
Right.
Mhm.
When Hulk was young,
Uh-huh.
I mean, like Norton was. It was like I was at ringside and I was scared.
Mhm.
I remember I was buff Bagwell, scared to death outside the ring. I mean, in Japan, it's a whole nother level, brother.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he had a hard time flipping that switch.
Right.
Yeah.
But when we were together, man,
Oh,
I'd
it
get on
was-
his back.
Dude, it was
And
the
man,
Oh, yeah.
the
it was
best Norton run was the
No
he would get all
Yeah.
fired up for me, but I loved Vicious and Delicious.
Yep.
Without
Best-
minus my
Mhm.
neck injury,
Yep.
would have been my best tag team ever.
I agree.
But
I,
the neck was only a
I
few
forgot
matches
all of-
in.
I forgot all about the neck injury happening right at the beginning
Right.
of that.
Yep,
Yeah.
right at the beginning. And then when I got back from my injury, Norton was in Japan and they put me with Scott Steiner.
Right.
And that worked too.
Right,
You know,
right.
but man,
Yeah.
the
Vicious
best
and
tag
Delicious.
team name in the history of time,
Yes.
that would have been it right there.
Yep.
Vicious and Delicious.
I remember that.
That was incredible.
agreeing.
What a great name.
We're not giving that one to Patrick though, right? Nick didn't come up with that.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Let's make it
that
short.
was a kid in Detroit, Michigan.
Uh-huh.
We were at like a restaurant bar place, and me and Norton are eating, and a kid walks up behind us. I said, "Excuse me," and we turned to look at him, and he was like just completely like a deer in headlights, and he went, "Vicious and delicious,"
Yeah.
and I instantly said, "What did you say?" And I turned with a napkin and wrote "vicious."
Yeah.
And as soon as we got home, my tights went to my guy with delicious. His went to vicious, and the next TV was vicious and delicious, brother.
Oh, man.
Great name. What a best name in the world.
See,
So
but
cool.
you gotta, I mean, listen, that's talent. Buff's got talent to recognize these names.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'd say that's
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when it
That's
hits your
awesome.
ears, you
You
know
know-
what I mean?
And what kills me, you said, what makes me think
No.
about when you say that is like me in school, nobody having the knowledge to make a name up
Right.
for Too Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Mhm.
Brother, if I would have known what I knew
Right.
by Stars and Stripes, we would have had the coolest name you've ever heard. Every pair of tights you saw from Too Cold Scorpio down the wrist, down the
Mhm.
list of all those names, this man created him.
Mhm.
I created every outfit for the American males.
Right.
But
Wow.
this is not trying to be bragging rights. This is Scotty allowed me to. He loved them. He said, go with it for the very first outfit on. I came up with all the stuff. Scorpio,
Right.
he came up with all, I got them all made. He would pay me for getting them
Right.
made. So all the cool tights we had,
Right. Right.
that was Stars and Stripes. I came up with all that and everything. And he wanted to do the old school
Right.
trunks over here. I tried talking him out of it.
Oh, but he.
And he was old school. He goes, nope, I gotta have those trunks, man. I go, okay. So we had those made too, but we used the same girl that Sting used.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Her name was Susie Tennis,
Uh-huh.
All right.
and out of Dallas, and she was great. But that's the girl that we use for all our stuff. And and then same thing with Norton.
Right.
It was him. He came
Really?
he came to TV with that brick wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And I said, bro, that looks incredible. I go,
Yeah.
but wait, I said, but buddy, that's not going to last in the match. He said, yes, it will. I said, no, it won't. It lasted. And I
Right.
said, give me his name.
Yep.
Brother,
Yeah.
and the wall.
Cap all the way down.
It was the best pair of tights I had. I think it was the most popular pair of tights I had.
Yeah, man. It was a good look. And like
It
you said,
was.
just Norton was he was a monster.
He was a
Oh,
monster, man.
Absolutely. Just
I'm dying to know. Probably get asked this all. It's probably one of the questions that always comes up when you do podcasts, but I gotta know. Can you tell us about how Judy Bagwell gets involved?
It's a great question. So the story is there. God, it's so crazy, but I'm sitting at home, and what people don't know is on the outside, Rick Steiner and my mom got real close.
Mhm.
Me and Rick got close, but my mom and him got very close. Like a son mama thing.
Wow.
Rick owned a bunch of rental properties,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom was very successful businesswoman that had a very successful lumber company for years. They went bankrupt, but it wasn't her fault. It was Cobb County and a lot of things like that. But she was a very good business person. So she handled a lot of stuff for him. Well, they became really tight. One day he called me up and he's like, look, man, I got an idea. I said, well, what? He goes, I think we need to put your mom on TV. And I said, where? I mean, she was always a character.
Right.
But I go, I said, Rick, I don't know. He goes, so I go, number one, Scotty's gonna say no. Anything with the women and
Right.
Scott Steiner, the negative.
Right.
Really?
Anything in the ring
Yeah.
that somebody touching him or him selling a woman wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
So mother's rules that when she came in were to not get in the ring and not to touch Scott Steiner.
Okay.
And she did both. but that was Rick Steiner's idea.
Wow.
His idea was I broke my neck in Columbia.
Mhm.
So when we go back to Columbia, which is just like 3 or 4 months later, I wasn't able to wrestle yet, but I was doing interviews,
Right.
being a heel, and to bring my mom out and get on me like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you being a bad boy?
Right.
And
Right.
then off by the
Right,
ear.
pulling you off by the ear,
But
right?
all of that was magical.
Yes.
That's what it was, because in the back, when I was talking to her in the back,
Mhm.
she was going in the hole, man. I was like, well, come on, man, kick out. What are you doing?
Right,
She was
right.
getting nervous
Right,
and
right,
she was becoming very nice, Judy. He
right.
said, they don't want that. You gotta, come on, man. So I planned on making her mad out there.
Mhm.
So I said, Dad, talk to her, get her there if you can. So I had to go out first. Here she come. So I had the line ready.
Right.
And again, she wasn't supposed to get in the ring. She wasn't supposed to touch Scott Steiner. She's outside the ropes. And I grabbed the mic. I said, let me tell you something, old lady. I said, without me, you couldn't even eat. And I said, hell, I support the whole damn family. And brother, here she comes.
Ooh.
Yep.
And I was like, yes, I got her.
Got her.
She stepped in. I told you about that. And the slap didn't go over no slap or anything.
Right.
She slaps me, I go down, and then she went to Scotty. If you watch, she almost got her arm broke by Scotty.
Oh.
Scotty bends her arm back. She wore a brace for about 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Scotty just about broke her arm.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
But I mean, you talk about, just a unique, a cool memory
Yeah.
to have with your mom.
Oh, we was on the road together.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
it was really a special
Yeah.
time, and everybody loved her. She hated the girls,
Right.
so she dressed in the men's locker room with the boys.
Right.
She was mama. She was just Judy Bagwell.
Yeah.
And everybody loved her, and Goldberg
awesome.
loved her, and Steiner's loved her. It was a good dynamic.
That's great, man. Awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was special for us watching it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's I've wondered that for years.
Yep.
Of course, Mr. Bagwell's neighborhood, you got the picture of Judy Bagwell on the table.
Yeah,
And that was a cool touch too.
that was
a really cool touch.
Yes,
I think
it
I took a
was.
picture of just
Gonna
the
say,
picture on the table and tweeted it.
It popped us. It popped us.
It did.
I don't know that everybody got it. We got it.
Yeah,
So,
right, absolutely.
We're just gonna go with you did it for.
I did.
So
Strictly for you. Love it.
Well, listen, Bub, John and I could talk to you all day, but we're getting the time signal from the guys. So
Okay.
we're gonna have to let you go, but we will be at the show later.
love
RPW
it.
Destiny 5, you'll be there.
Yes, I will be there for sure. I can't wait.
Doing meet and
right.
greets, or are you doing what do you got?
I think 4:30. We're starting with the meet and greet.
Okay, all right. Good stuff. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you over there, sir.
Buff.
It's an absolute pleasure to meet you, sir.
I really enjoyed
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all.
Here, and I'm gonna move, John. I'm gonna move
Yep.
this one. I'm gonna move one of the big chairs in for everybody else that we got. We're on the line. Oh, you need some?
No, but I gotta start doing this, man.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
there, Bob.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, buddy. I'm handing this
Thanks,
back.
Terry.
Thank you guys so much, buddy.
That was
Thank-
awesome.
Yeah, we're getting all sorts of. We did a live stream before, but nobody really watched. Now I'm seeing comments. So, hey, Buff, your thoughts on Juggalo Championship Wrestling? Pittsburgh loves Buff.
I love it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Fantastic.
Devin, can you guys? You can join those if you want, brother. Somehow. I mean, if you can, I'm sorry. I carry 2 cans.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Yeah.
That was great.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Yes, sir.
So much.
Nice meeting see you in a couple hours. Thank you very much. You too.
Love talking to you guys.
Appreciate it.
Okay, buddy.
Thanks.
A little bit.
All right. Awesome. Do you want to help here?
No, I think Devin's got Devin. So
Yeah, I'll go through this.
Oop. I might have. I think that looks just about right.
Plug this back in.
Yes, please. All right, here, doing a little better. All right, I'm good to go. And I guess next up is gonna be Rich. We're just streaming, we're live,
Good.
hanging out, guys. We're just getting set up. I think Rich Buchholtz is gonna be our next guest. So when we get that situated, it'll be just a couple of minutes, and then we'll get this stream of guests going here. We're so excited. I mean, John, dude, we just talked to Buff. We just talked to Buff, man. We just met Buff Bagwell. Like I'm still losing my shit a little bit.
I mean, who'd have thought? Bob and John meet one of our idols, man. That was great.
Absolutely crazy. And speaking of another one of our idols,
Idols.
that's right. Here he comes.
Hello,
how are you?
Buddy.
Oh, let's see how we're doing here. Camera looks good. All right, we're doing all right. Rich, welcome back to the show. Now listen.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now listen, John. So when Buff came on,
Right.
my question to you was, it's been 30 years. What are you going to ask Buff? My question to you now is the opposite. What else do we have left to ask Rich? Like, is there anything, have we asked him all the questions yet? Or are there more to
Listen, we're going to come up with something. I don't know what it is yet. We're going to get you something, Rich.
Well, hey, Rich, give us the updates. Give the fans, anybody
Yes.
who's watching, give them the updates on anything that's going on that they may not know about RPW for today.
There's going to be 8 matches. It's going to be a great show. We have the main event between Ken Anderson and Silas Young. We have the match I'm reffing, Casey Lennox versus Jordan Blue. Every match is pretty much the same. The only one that was different is Brick McCarthy is facing Yoshikawa.
Okay.
Nice.
So, and then Mara's going to be reffing. She's making her debut in RPW.
Mhm. Oh,
Okay.
right.
So, yep.
Very cool. Very cool. And of course, Jaina's going to be here in a
Yep.
little while.
Yep.
Very excited to talk to Jaina. I've been watching her with her podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for her and that. But, and you're reffing the,
I'm reffing the Casey versus Jordan match.
all right, now we're going to see Rage and Rich. See, John hasn't got to see
I
Rage
haven't
and Rich
got
in
to see
action
Rage and
yet.
Rich yet. So I'm excited.
You'll get to hear ready. That's
That's
what
right.
that's what I do.
That's right.
Nice.
How you going to fit all this in? I mean, I've seen you on show day. You're a blur. So how do you fit in refereeing with all this other stuff?
It's gonna be a long day. My day started at 4 o'clock this morning
Yep.
and went to bed about 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Is that how it usually is on show day for you?
Usually not that early, but pretty close.
Right. You had all this extra stuff to do here early.
You
huh?
know,
Yeah. I was in Chicago. I drove up this morning, picked John up. We headed over here, and then Buff was here. It was like,
Yeah.
bam, like
Damn, ready to go.
we're ready to roll,
No,
man.
no, you didn't give us any time to have any nerves,
Yeah,
man. So
I know.
It's good.
I took them all for you.
I had plenty of them for 3 hours driving here.
Yeah, I
Trust me,
bet.
man.
I bet.
It's good though. I'm out. My stomach is glad we got that
Right.
out of the way. You know what I mean? So, but it was really cool meeting him. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
By the way, for setting all this up.
Yes,
Yes.
We're here at Cricket Wireless in College Avenue in Appleton, West College Avenue, and
And they have tickets available if people want to get them. Like they're giving away some tickets.
Here?
Yes.
okay, awesome. So
Very
there's tickets to give away, guys. Get over
Um,
here, see us, meet us,
Yeah.
wave hello.
Yeah, man.
They have 4 front row seats available.
Oh, very
So,
cool.
and then they have 6 balcony.
Okay.
So, make sure you guys come out and see Cricket Wireless. There'll be people
Absolutely.
hanging out till 3:30.
Yeah, absolutely. And how are you doing on tickets? Is there or
We're at about 270
Okay.
right now.
Great.
That's pre-sale. That's really good.
okay?
So the balcony holds a lot of people.
Very
We
cool.
did all that stuff yesterday, counting them all. It's entertaining to sit there and count like one by one.
Right.
So, man.
So ballpark us. How many people were expecting today?
We're hoping for about 4 something.
About what?
About 4 something.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That'll be nice.
I mean, on Facebook, it's got over 500 people interested. So
Hey, man.
we'll
Come
wait
on
to
out,
see.
everybody. It's going to be a great show.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait, man. Listen, Ken Anderson, Silas Young, Trevor Lee, Hayden Backlund, Jordan Blue, Casey Lennox,
Leela Hall.
Leela Hall, Stacey Shadows. I mean, I told you, John. I
excited.
told you, John was excited. I'm telling you for a week, Rich. John's excited, and also Samson's on his way down.
Yes.
So Samson's on his way down. We're going to see him in a little while, but yeah. So let me think. We've got
Ethen versus Ethen.
yep. And then
Royal
that match.
Yep. Royal Flava versus Gen Z.
Yep.
This is my moment. I've been waiting for this. And then the triple threat.
triple threat for the new title. Rage Warriors Championship.
Right.
Very cool.
So JDX versus Rampage Santana
Oh.
versus ZK-47.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm thinking that one might steal it, Bob.
That's what I've been saying, man.
I'm thinking that's the show stealer
That's what
right
I've been
there.
saying, man.
JDX, man.
Woo. Yeah. No, that's going to be a fantastic match. I've been looking forward to, like I said, I'm looking forward to all this for a very long time. But yeah, it's great having you here. And what else was I going to ask you about? I don't remember now, Rich. I don't remember. So what else? So you're leaving here soon though, right? And you're heading over
I
there.
am. Yep.
You're gonna leave us here stuck.
He's a busy man, Bob. He's
he
got
is.
a lot of stuff to do.
He-
A few little tweaks here and there, I think.
He is.
Couple of fires. Ouch.
Oh yeah, of course. There's always fires on show day, aren't there, Rich?
Somewhat.
So how you feeling? So this is show day. I've never really asked you this because last time I saw you, like I said, you were a blur. Sort of right in this moment before the show starts. Where's Rich usually? How are you feeling?
I'm pretty relaxed overall. It's
Good.
it's kind of like moment for me to try and do everything at once. Like this is by far the busiest we've ever done stuff as far as doing a cricket podcast and doing the show, doing an after party. It's a long day.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, that's why I was asking because, like I said, the nerves were hitting me on the way up
Right.
here, but then we got rolling in.
Dude,
Buck was here, and it
yeah,
was like just
listen,
like that,
we're
you know.
such a small part of this thing,
Right.
I
Richard's
can't
nerves got to
imagine
be like
if
10.
Yeah, right. So, Rich, doing amazing stuff, bro.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, we're not going to hold you up too long. We got some more guests coming through. I think it's Mike next. Mike
Yep.
here. And
Jane will be after that.
oh, Jane is next. Oh, Jane's here. Okay, awesome.
All right.
And then yeah, so all right. So Rich, thanks
Yep,
for coming.
thank you
We'll let
very
you go
much.
do your show day stuff.
Thank you
Bring
very
in
much.
Mike.
See you tonight.
Buddy.
All right. Come
That
on.
was Rich. Yeah,
Come on in.
Howdy, men. Let's go.
That's right.
There's a flyer for Rich's next show.
Oh, cool.
This little Midwest Cup tournament.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. It's coming up in November.
That's
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh man, I think I've got that same exact cup at home.
What's that?
I said I think I've got the same exact cup at home, and that's all the way back in DC. So, hey now.
Oh man. So Mike Krause, how are you?
doing excellent, man. Doing excellent.
So I've been dying to get you on the show for a while, just because we know that you were sort of part of the origin story of Rage and Rich.
I was as a lot of people would say, I'm the origin story for a lot of indie wrestling in Wisconsin. So for those that don't know, my name is Mike Merck. They call me. That's for Mike Mercury was my wrestling name.
Right.
And when I started as a pro wrestler back in 1996, we opened a wrestling school in 1999, and our first student to come through the Dojo of Pain Wrestling School was one half of the main event tonight, Ken Anderson.
Oh wow.
So
Holy
so
smokes.
Ken Anderson was my first student. Through the years, I trained Joey Jet Avalon, Silas Young,
Wow.
Shane Hills, Stacy Shadows, and I'll tonight. Rich is presenting me with a RPW Hall of Fame award, and
Congratulations. That's
thank you.
cool.
It is. It's my third one, but I promoted wrestling shows called All Star Championship Wrestling, or ACW. When I stopped promoting, my ring announcer took over. Jason Jerry. He became an affiliate of the NWA, so he was NWA Wisconsin
Oh,
/ ACW.
Mm-hmm.
He had sold the company after that. They rebranded it to WPW, or Wisconsin Pro Wrestling. That went through a couple owners, and then now that same company is still in existence, still cranking out shows as Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment.
okay.
So it's cool that something we started literally 25 years ago is still alive and well.
Wow.
And my proudest accomplishment in the wrestling business, while my wrestling career was what it was, and promoting shows was fun. We were the first .com in the state of Wisconsin. We were the first wrestling school to be based in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We were the first Wisconsin-based independent to have broadcast television, which we did for 66 weeks on the UPN in the market. And then we were on in 2 markets, in Green Bay and Wausau, on the WB, which would later become the CW network. Through that, and I've still, as I left that side of it, we built a brand, Ultimate Wrestling Trivia. We had a mobile app,
Mhm.
6,000 downloads. Our social medias is up to just under 60,000 followers. So the brand is growing and doing well. And I do sound for RPW. I make entrance videos for many wrestlers. I make magazines and programs for a lot of the indies in the Midwest's bigger shows.
Right.
So that's cool, but I still say my biggest accomplishment is from training, is not just seeing some of my students have success, but
Mhm.
now my students have started training people. So you've got Ken Anderson's School of Academy in
Yep.
Minneapolis. Jay De Niro is the head trainer of the beginners class at OVW
Mhm.
in Ohio Valley Wrestling. Through the years, Stacy Shadows has mentored a ton of female wrestlers.
Right.
And even like there's ACW Wisconsin based in Oshkosh, which is Hornswoggle, Nick Colucci.
Mhm.
Well, they were trained by my students, Jay De Niro, Shane Hills, Ken Anderson. So that's like third generation students. So there's pretty much not a wrestling show in Wisconsin, Minnesota, or Illinois where like there's not at least one wrestler that is part of that tree.
Right.
So that's super satisfying
I bet.
and a little bit of an ego boost,
Yeah,
you know.
Right.
That's cool. It's just that some art you made
Right.
25 years ago is still
Still
thriving
influencing and
yeah,
thriving.
yeah,
And that's
and
great.
making some money at it. Like that's cool to see. That's cool.
What was so you glossed over your wrestling career
Sure.
and just like this, but how did that what happened? How was that, and then how did that lead you to the
Sure. So, like I said, I started in 1996. I was trained by a former AWA enhancement guy named Chris Bassett from this area. So I was searching out wrestling schools. I was
Mhm.
going to college at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay with 14.4 dial-up internet, you know,
Right.
and
I remember it
and I
fondly.
yes, and I found a group in Chicago, the Lunatic Wrestling Federation.
Uh-huh.
So they were the backyard group. So I met 16-year-old CM Punk, 16-year-old Jay Bradley J,
Mhm.
and those guys. And Chicago was just a little too far, and that's when I got hooked up with Chris Bassett,
Mhm.
and everybody in my family is very entrepreneurial. They all own businesses and stuff, and so like I was fascinated about wrestling, but I was also fascinated about like the show production and how do you draw a crowd and how does this make sense and all come together.
Really just the business in general is
For
what
sure.
kind of piqued your interest. Okay.
Yeah, and I in my wrestling career, I got to wrestle some shows down in Nashville for like Burt Prentice, where you had like a young Bobby Roode, a young James Storm,
Mhm.
Colorado Kid was a top guy. Chris Abyss was Prince
Okay.
Justice back then.
That's
Wow.
just
And-
okay.
And
Back
he
in
was
the
a
day.
big, tall guy and sort of an Undertaker-esque type performer. And Bert used to have a saying, you can't be in the wrestling business without being in the wrestling business. Like
Mhm.
it's not just showing up, have a 10-minute match and go home. There's so much that goes into it. And that for me, it was like as a young wrestler, it's like you'd make 50 to $100,
Mhm.
but as a promoter, you could make more. Now you're risking more, a lot
Mhm.
more. And I had been on both sides of that. I had some big winners and we had some stinkers, you know, and um I had a job with UPS. I was an industrial engineer and moved up the ranks, started a family, and it just got so time consuming. You couldn't do it all.
Mhm.
And around that time, like when we had our TV show, what was crazy to me was growing up as a 90s kid, like we had WCW, ECW,
Mhm.
WWF, WCW and ECW go out of business. And then all of a sudden you had like 200 wrestlers that were under contract, now not under contract.
Mhm.
Because in the 90s, when every wrestler, because it was hard to break into to wrestling, you know, if you were under 200 pounds, it was pretty unlikely. However, the all of a sudden every independent wrestler, whether it was realistic or unrealistic, in the back of their mind, they felt they had a chance.
Right.
You know, they're like, wow, if I just get a shot, if I just get a tryout match, maybe I can impress them and hang on. And all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, Elix Skipper's unemployed. Buff Bagwell became
Right.
unemployed in the year 2000, 2001. So like, if those guys don't have a job, what makes them want to hire this independent wrestler?
Right.
So I felt like there was more opportunity, growth, and potential from the business side of things.
Mhm.
And I had seen Court Bauer promote MLW the first time, right?
Mhm.
02 to 04. And then he got hired to the writing team.
Right.
So I did get to do some extra work with WWE after my wrestling career.
Mhm.
And something that was super satisfying was I got to pick local wrestlers as like a talent
Okay.
liaison. So at the time, Mike Busey Supernova
Mhm.
was the guy in charge of locals. And so he would say, hey, Mike, I need 12 locals, 15 locals
Mhm.
for security or cops or whatever. I was paparazzi for Floyd Mayweather going into his
That's awesome.
big show
Right.
WrestleMania match.
Right.
I was a druid for a Undertaker
Okay.
Mark Henry casket match. I was a cop. I was security guard. Like
It's funny we're talking about this. That's we have where we watch these shows and it's
Now we start picking them out.
We love
Yeah.
watching back the old stuff because I like watching who's coming to
yes.
the wrestling. That's
That's
great. It's fun.
MJF.
Exactly.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
gosh, it's fun.
Yeah, yeah, they're all baby faced and 1 years old.
But it's so cool. Those are the little things that we like to pick out. That the nuanced stuff. That's the fun stuff. That's
Oh,
the
I-
really really neat stuff.
I would be lying if I didn't say I hit pause every time
Yep.
Raw,
Yes.
SmackDown, or AEW has a run in with security. Okay, who is and like AEW's been taping in Chicago a lot.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
it's awesome to see a lot of my friends get opportunities. And you'll see many of them on RPW shows. Jordan Cross, Salem Crane,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like those guys. That's good stuff. Brick McCarthy got beat up by Shane McMahon during his road to WrestleMania against the Miz.
Oh, okay.
Like he was one of the guys. He got
I'll
the
go back and look at that.
six,
Yeah.
six
Exactly.
punches in the corner from
Oh,
Shane O'Mac.
the hell of an
All
honor.
them ripped.
That's right.
So, but yeah, that's all good stuff. Good
Awesome.
stuff.
Well, I'm super interested now. I've got like a million questions now that I've
Sure.
gotten into this with you, but we're cut short on time today. We'd love to have you on the podcast sometime.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
something
do it
you're
again.
interested
You
in.
bet,
I would
you
love to
bet.
talk to you more because the business of the wrestling business is something that's very interesting.
That's Bob's deal.
Yeah, that's my deal. So I'm
But-
very interested in it.
And what I like now in my current role
Mhm.
as just helper and production, and not necessarily having that financial stake in it.
Yeah.
Like I remember Rich talked about he woke up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 6:45.
There you go.
I'm well rested for a nice long
don't
day.
say that, Rich.
So, but no, and that's one of those things that like as priorities come and go, and
Right.
wrestling's like a lot of other businesses.
Mhm.
On my way here, we're near an empty Big Lots,
Mhm.
which was a real fun business for a long time. There's no more Sears, there's no more
Yeah,
Toys R Us.
and we've still got a few big lots out
Mhm.
near us in the
Yeah.
area there, the DMV. So.
Yeah.
So, that's just the evolution of
Yeah.
things. But like from when my wrestling, so I used to team with Adam Pierce a lot. 'cause
Okay.
Adam's a
Okay.
Chicago guy. And Adam loves to talk about how when I started in the business, I sent out tapes. Brother. And it's true. Like
Yeah.
you knew somebody that
Right.
could create a VHS tape. And now it's like, oh, well, what's their Insta? I'll
Right.
send them a DM right
Right
now.
in a second.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you used to to get a hold of people. I wish I would have saved some of my early voicemails from back in the day. Cause on my landline answering machine, it's like, hey Mike, yeah, this is Bastion Booger. I'm just seeing if you got any work available for me in Wisconsin. I'm up in Scandia, Michigan, and I'm available if you need me to come down or put you over
Right.
or put your champion over. And then you'd have like, hey mate, this is Luke Williams from the Bushwhackers. I'm working with Rock and Randy. I'm gonna be in Chicago on Friday, whatever. You got any Saturday dates for me?
Wow.
And like
That's cool.
that's how it kind of used to be.
Right.
And we did bring in a lot of names over the years. I've used Matt Hardy and Sabu a bunch, King Kong Bundy a lot in the early 2000s.
Wow.
And we used to work with other promoters, and I would, like, before I would bring them in, I would call promoters like maybe 2 hours, 100 miles, 150 miles away and say, hey, we're bringing in this person on this date. Can you use them the day before or day after? Because now I'm paying half a plane ticket instead of a whole plane ticket. Right.
Smart.
And then there's other things too, where, like, as a promoter, it's stressful if your talent gets hung up at the airport and can't make it, or there was periods of times where maybe Brutus Beefcake, Greg Valentine, guys like that, you saw recently with Matt Riddle in Europe and his England stuff. The internet's made that so it's harder for talent to be shady. But back in the day, that did happen, and they could get away with it because you couldn't put them on blast the way you do now. However, like, I would sleep better at night knowing that if I had a big name coming in, they were coming in because, like, I brought in Hacksaw Jim Duggan for 5 shows over 3 days once.
Oh, wow.
Like we had used Samoa Joe when he was the X Division champion in TNA.
Wow.
Went through Bill Barron's. We had him in a parade, an autograph signing, and 2 shows.
Wow.
So it's like, if this guy's getting 3 or 4 paydays,
Right.
they're gonna be there. So, like, that everything's gonna be cool, and the talent's in a good mood because
Right.
they're not having to hop on a plane for Friday, hop on another plane for Saturday, another
Right.
plane for Sunday.
Right.
They'd much rather come in, do a couple shows, make a little bit of money, and then head out.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Awesome.
look for the win-win. And that's something that I will say, like, today's promoters, by and large, work better together than maybe promoters of the old
Right.
did. However, there's other things where they don't work together.
yeah,
And that's a head scratcher. It's like, you could all benefit by
Right.
teaming up on this one.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, I see that in the East Coast too. A lot of guys are just warring or
Right.
Yeah.
conflict when they shouldn't.
right.
And you
That's-
could, you could synergize and be in a much better position.
Yep.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Listen, Mike Mercury,
Yes, sir.
nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
You
Very happy
bet.
to be on the show. Thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you, boys.
And yeah, I'll be reaching out. I'd love to talk to you again.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Have a good
Sir.
time today, guys.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
All right. Are we ready for Jaina? You ready? All right, guys. We've got referee Jaina Pryde coming on here in a second.
Yeah. You.
Welcome.
Oh, hi.
I was out for the shows in November last year, and I don't think we met though when I was out there. I know you were refereeing those shows, but both days, I think. We were out here for RPW in November.
I think I had one of those days.
Okay.
I don't remember, but
Yeah, it's all a blur, isn't it?
sometimes, yeah. A grateful blur.
Yeah, we know you're going to be refereeing today, but I don't necessarily, I don't say I don't care about that. Rich is right there. But I've been following the birth of, and I'm very interested to hear you talk about Wrestling with Pride.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, fellow podcasters.
Yes, absolutely, man. I've been watching this with great interest.
Yeah. So, Friends of the Squared Circle, another podcast, reached out to me a while back. So let me start at the really first beginning. As a referee, one of my big things has always been representation.
Mhm.
Right.
Whether that's representation as a woman in the ring, because I grew up in the Attitude Era.
Mhm.
Going back and watching some of that, like as a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we always think about like Stone Cold, McMahon, Undertaker, Mankind, all this stuff. But then you watch like Terry Runnels and like,
Mhm.
girl, I respect you, but whew,
Yep.
put some clothes on.
Yeah.
And Bob and I both have 2 daughters each, and
Yep.
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to kind of go back and watch some of that stuff. Especially I know Bob's daughters are way more into the wrestling than I am.
Yeah.
It's but even with mine, it's like it's not necessarily something
Right.
Like I'm glad we've grown. Really.
Yeah. And you know what? And even I was a teenage boy going through the Attitude
Mhm.
Era. And even then it was like, I don't turn on wrestling for this. Like
Mhm.
it's, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure eye candy for boys at that age is always wonderful, right? But for the most part, it was like,
Well,
You know what
and
I
it
mean? Like,
works.
this is not wrestling. Like, it's not.
Again,
just like, I don't-
like
yeah,
we were
the-
talking about earlier, with Buff. It's a different product today. It's a different culture. It's a different product. And, that's for the better. I mean, it's, change is good.
I always like to say that, like, anybody who doesn't like change, these are the same people that never stopped pooping their pants when they were babies. like you said, change is good.
I get the diaper, it works.
But yeah, so it was representation there. And I'm also a trans woman. And that's not something that I made publicly known in wrestling until this past year, just because of where we find ourselves right now. And so representation became a lot more important to me then. And I, was looking around, there's not a lot of things that are really lifting the voices of LGBTQIA wrestlers, fans, people behind the scenes, all of these folks. So Crander Q, guy who runs Friends of the Squared Circle, reached out to me and said, hey, I got this idea. I think he had the name first,
right?
And then said, let's do something with it. Cause he said, I got this idea. It's called Wrestling with Pride. And my last name is Pride with a Y. So he said, yeah,
Wow.
it's you hosting it. You talk with LGBTQIA people. So we worked on developing it for a couple months. And yeah, I'm really proud to say that, each episode we're going to be featuring either a different queer wrestler, fan, photographer, people behind the scenes, ring announcers, you name it.
That's awesome.
If you are queer and wrestling is important to you, I want to talk to you. I want to hear your story.
That's
Very
cool.
cool, yeah.
It's broad strokes, right? Get from all perspectives of the fandom of it, right? That's really cool.
Well, the thing is like, a lot of times people will say, oh, wow, I can't imagine wrestling being a really safe space for a queer person because of the stereotype you see, unfortunately, with like some of the fans and stuff.
Yes.
And the fact is that it's one of the most open, accepting, wonderful places there is behind the scenes. There a lot of folks like to say we like to let our freak flags fly. And I want everybody to know that feeling that I get to enjoy behind the scenes.
Right.
And understand that, like, no, wrestling is for everybody.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Very cool.
And I saw you've been sort of rolling out your guests. I think I saw 2. Is that as far as we've gotten so far?
That's what we have announced so far. So we're doing 2 episodes a month, doing quarterly seasons.
Okay.
And I have the first 2 guests announced. So that'll be starting October 7th. We'll be starting episode 1 with Maurice, who's been kind of on a tear recently. I met him at a Fourth Wall Wrestling show in Milwaukee.
Okay.
He's been working the Chicagoland area, and it's going to be a cool episode. I'm really excited to have him on as the first guest for Wrestling with Pride.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then the second one was just announced recently, I saw.
Yeah, Juniper.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, the Midwest Muscle Mommy.
There you go.
And she's somebody who, she's a trans woman. She's been working in indie wrestling out of Michigan for some time now. And when I was getting into the scene about 4 years ago, I was like, wow, as a trans person, is wrestling for me?
Right.
And people said, look at Juniper, look what she's doing. And I had never spoken to her one-on-one until we sat down to do the interview. That was, I got to fangirl a little bit too.
Hey, nothing wrong with
Don't
that.
understand that feeling today.
We're getting that today. Yeah, we're doing it right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we 100% were. I think I saw Juniper's teaming with Steffi Mack maybe over in Michigan.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
For Divine, I think.
Yeah, for Divine. Yeah, just recently. I think I just saw something about that. So that's, I haven't seen too much of Juniper. I know a little bit more about Steffi Mack. My kids are from Michigan, so
nice.
I've been out there, CIW, a couple of times and things like that. But yeah, no, I love learning the names and meeting all the people. That's one of the things about doing the podcast is meeting people and then hearing them tell their stories and just letting them talk and finding out more about them. You know what I mean? It connects us all. And like you said, it is a community. The wrestling, it's a community. And I didn't even understand. John and I always joke, we're not in the wrestling business. We're just podcasters, but it's on the fringe where we are, you can see it. You know what I mean? You can see how that works. People looking out for each other, taking care of each other. And that goes in and out of the ring.
Right.
Well, and especially when we're at a time where there's so much divisiveness about, queer identities. But we all love wrestling, regardless of how you feel about that. So by helping to kind of meet in the middle and humanize these stories and say, no, look we are all the same. We all love the same things.
Exactly.
Let's shake hands, folks.
Yes. Yeah. No, absolutely. I love that. I love it.
Awesome.
Very, very cool. So you're reffing half the matches today, I guess?
I am.
Alternate?
Yeah. So yeah, Rich will be taking the women.
Right.
One of the women's matches, and our other ref will be taking 3. I'm on 4.
Okay, cool. Have you seen Raging Rich, the referee, before?
I've not seen him ref.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So I'm gonna get a few pointers tonight.
Yep.
I'm excited.
That's it. I got to see it one time. So I'm excited about it. I get to see Raging Rich again. I've been joking with him for weeks about this. Well, listen, Jan, we don't want to hold you long. We've got plenty of people that are coming in and out, and
Busy.
we don't want to even know your day is busy as well. But I would love to have you on the podcast when your season is finished and you're free to talk
Yeah.
if you're willing.
Absolutely.
We would love to find out how that first season went
Yeah.
and catch up with
Yeah,
you again.
we look forward to listening to the episode.
No question. No question. Are you going to be on all the platforms? It's all going to be Podbean, Spotify, everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm not having a good personal relationship with Facebook these days.
Yeah. Understood.
So I'm working to get it out there on as many platforms as possible so people can get it and be happy with where they're getting it from.
Right.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And that reminds me, I do want to mention ask one other thing. You started this podcast in this current climate.
Mhm.
Was that part of, I mean,
Yeah.
is this the climate, did the climate spur this conversation about the podcast, or had you been thinking about it before? I mean, how is it to do a podcast? How is it to do a podcast in this climate? Like, there's lots of questions I have, but just give me an idea where you're at on that.
It requires a fair bit of resiliency.
I'd
Right.
imagine.
And I'm fortunate that I have a good team behind me with Friends of the Squared Circle.
Mhm.
Crander, you know, he's building a good team over there, and it's not just me.
Mhm.
If it was just me, I don't think I could do it.
Right.
Because like I said, I know my limits, and I know I'm not resilient enough to fend off all of that by myself.
Right. That's fair.
And because of, you know, as a trans woman, and I don't want to get into it, but I wake up every day wondering what rights of mine are going to be taken away today.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why I think that it's more important than ever to cut through, cut through divisiveness. But to, you know, cut through those sentiments
Right.
of just blind anger towards each other and get people talking again.
Right.
And kind of, like I said, humanize these LGBTQIA
Exactly.
people.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, we're all humans.
Yeah.
And that's, like you said earlier, you know, we all like the same things. We like to do the same things. We're all just here to enjoy life. So let's just do it.
We're all just a bunch of sentient meat sacks.
There you go.
Get over yourself.
It's not a set it better.
You're
Nice.
right. But it's a simple point, but
Yeah.
one that's being lost more and more
Yeah.
every day that we're connected. Like, it feels like I feel less connected to people now in the last 9 months than I have a long time. It just feels like we're getting further away.
Yes.
The divisiveness is tearing us apart. And I like that you're here to try to
Yes,
bring everybody back
absolutely.
together. And we're,
Yeah.
like I said, we're watching with great interest. So Jenny,
Right.
thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. We can't wait to see you.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Oh, so where are we? I don't know. Now I'm kind of losing the thrill. You can talk to Rich. We'll be right back, guys.
There you go. All right. We'll see you in a little while. All right. Be safe. I'll get the chance to talk to you. I look forward to listening.
For sure.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah.
John Ethen Matthews. Hey man. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Center seat's open. I'm ready to hang out. Which one is my center one is you?
Hey man. Well, wherever you want.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's actually true. You can pummel both of them at the same time, because whichever seat you choose.
Good.
All right.
You got video too?
Yeah, we got the video going as long as it stays working. Guys, all right. Well, here we are. We've got Ethen Matthews here. Ethen, welcome to the show.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, we're glad to have you on, and glad to have you on. Like I said, what I told you a second ago, I was out for the show in April of 23, and then I was out in November when I for the 2-day shows.
Okay,
This
yep.
past November, I was out there and saw you guys. Today you've got Ethen Everhart, right?
Yes, Ethen
Ethen,
Everhart.
and you're Ethen.
Yes, I'm tempted to try to fight him for the namesake, but he doesn't even spell it right. It's a
That's
Oh
exact.
my gosh.
Very good.
nice alliteration, though. I mean, is he a Stan Lee guy? I don't even know.
Have you ever wrestled him before?
No, never once. I don't think I've ever even met him, to be honest.
Really?
One of those nights.
Very cool. Very
Man,
cool.
he's taking this match on principle.
That's
Name
it.
alone.
Right. I'm here at basically every show. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is my backyard and this is my ring. You're coming into my house, you know?
Yeah, I've seen him
There
defend
you
his
go.
house before too. He's no joke. Ethen doesn't mess
Right.
around. So you've been working for RPW for a little while though.
Yeah, good long while now, it seems. Yeah, I think I couldn't even tell you when my first match with the promotion was. I guess it was probably 2023, I
Okay.
reckon.
How long you been wrestling?
8 years?
Okay.
Oh wow.
Where'd you start out?
I was trained down in Oshkosh with the ACW Wrestling Academy through Hornswoggle and Nick Colucci.
Mm-hmm.
And then, basically from there, I've blossomed outwards a little bit. Spent a lot of time wrestling down in the Milwaukee land for Brew City Wrestling, as well as Insane Championship Wrestling down in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I help run Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment down in Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Or rather, I guess up in Green Bay.
You're one of the guys running
Directions.
that? Yeah, that's the one
Yes,
that's
sir.
gone through multiple
Incarnations, different promotions, different promoters. But right now it's in some good hands, I feel.
Who's running it over there? Who's
Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment is myself and Josh Reedon at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So it is in good hands. It is in good hands. How long have you guys been? When did you guys take over?
Summer of last year.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's brand new. Are you guys trying to do anything new over there or change anything up or
I mean, as far as
image?
as far as what's been going on for the past year, we're trying to keep things as similar to how we've been running it as we possibly can. We're, very much so on the aspect of trying to create an event as opposed to a wrestling show. We try to run an event, blending more than just wrestling into all of our shows or events. Actually, at our last show, we had the band Radio for Pets out of Green Bay perform live in the ring during intermission.
Oh.
So, we try to, do
like
some
that.
different things and try to, get some different people out of different areas involved with our events and try to appeal to more than just the wrestling thing. Right?
Yeah, yeah. No,
That's what we were talking about in one of our previous podcasts was the value for the money,
Oh, absolutely.
Bring, it's a family event, man. Lots of stuff for lots of people. Just come and check it out. Like you said, you kind of getting that cross, well, we're here to see the music, but this wrestling thing is really good.
Exactly.
Or we're here for the wrestler. Man, this band is killer.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's whenever you can bring those different audiences, man, it's awesome.
Cross promotion between different medias and mediums is such an important thing that I feel enough people need to start looking at and actually paying attention to, because I mean, sure, you can run wrestling events and draw in the wrestling fans, but when there's 6-7 different wrestling shows happening within the state in a day,
Right.
set yourselves apart,
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
No, absolutely. And how often are you guys running shows or events?
We're roughly bi-monthly. I think this year, I think we ended up having a total of 9 events.
Okay.
All right.
But we're working on getting a little bit busier.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Well, yeah, it's nice having you on here. And like I said, we haven't got a chance to talk to you yet. But where else are you? So you just basically still staying in Wisconsin for the most part?
For the most part,
You in Chicago and work some down there.
I don't really do much in Chicago at all. I was down in Indiana last weekend for Fantastic League of Wrestling.
Yep.
Yep.
I've never wrestled at an amusement park before.
We're familiar.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Really wanted to ride some of the rides. Didn't have time to partake in any of that,
Oh,
but
man.
maybe next time.
There you go.
Now we're just hearing about these guys. This Fantastic League of Wrestling. How are they? How's that product? How does it work down there for them?
It was fun. It seemed very very heavy on the luchadors,
Oh, okay.
which is like cool and different. You don't have too much of that here in Wisconsin. But something that I would love to bring in much more into Green Bay and the surrounding area.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a different environment. Definitely, with any of these shows that are at your fairs and festivals and things of that nature, you're maybe not necessarily catering towards the wrestling crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much more of that, that casual fan, that first time I've seen wrestling. And so, I'm heavy on trying to play to that audience. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, give them what they understand and interact with them. Give them a reason to be drawn in and keep coming back.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I just lost my train of thought. I had a question about that, but the fairs.
I love the fair circuit.
Yeah, but that's something that you just sort of like you kind of get in and like people sort of the people sort of walking through. I know what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You were talking, making the
Right.
point about WCW down at the Universal Studios or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
the other
sure,
night or
sure.
whatever.
Back
It's
in
the
the
same kind
day.
of thing they talk about. They rotate.
Just
You
rotate.
do a show, you
the
rotate a new
friends
set of
through.
crowd in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yep.
the same thing you're talking about. People are kind of rotating or coming around and they're seeing you from afar. They're kind of checking you out, and then you
Yeah.
got to kind of bring them.
Yeah, they hear
Follow
the
them.
noise, they hear the music, they
They
see
see
the
what's-
big
let's
crowd of
see
people.
what's
Yeah,
over.
what's this all about?
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that aspect of the wrestling business because that's such a grassroots thing.
Yeah.
You look at where it all comes from, the fairs and the festivals, the carnivals. That is
Right.
grassroots, what professional wrestling is all about. That's where we came from. And I feel as though so many people are, especially in 2025, trying to get away from that, and I'm like, Oh man, I love it.
Mhm.
I absolutely
Right.
love it.
Oh, I definitely think I'm with you. I feel there's definitely a place for it right now, especially right now when indie is really kind of back in a big way
Oh,
right now.
absolutely.
So why not take that, like you said, that grassroots effort and build that? You build that base, then you've got something.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my attention just got to the Cricket Wireless mascot just walked in and they
Yeah.
all inflated up. Let's see how we do it on time here. Then I don't want to hold you up too long, but yeah, so we're excited to see your match tonight and we're excited for the show tonight.
Same.
You working another show this weekend or?
No, this is all that I've got.
Okay.
Yeah, all that I've got for the weekend. So
Cool.
nice little light one, and then I don't have to wrestle at all. Or rather, I should say I don't get to wrestle at all next weekend. We're actually at the Brown County Library's PopCon next
Okay.
weekend.
Oh, cool.
Gonna do a nice little meet and greet, and I think
Okay.
we're gonna have I think we're having Cujo read to kids.
Okay.
Oh
So-
my gosh.
Cool. That'll be pretty fun. Well, listen, Ethan, it was
Awesome.
great. It was great meeting you. Great having you on the show.
Likewise.
And we look forward to seeing you in a little while. And
Great, man.
we'll let you get on with your day and get ready for your
We'll see you
preparation for
there.
tonight.
Yeah,
See you
I'm
later.
gonna let you get ready for the get your name, man.
That's right.
Claim it.
Defend it.
Tear up
Take
Ethan.
That's right.
Ethan.
Ethan is-
Ethan versus Ethan. I tell you
Ethan
what.
is kicking ass.
I
Ethan
like
is in trouble.
Spell it right. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Ethan. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Great meeting you. All right. Hope we have any. No, Rich is gone. I don't know who's next. Let's see what we got going on. I don't think he's here. I think. Yeah. So maybe we're on a little break. That's right. Oh man, yeah. Rich said the flu's going around up here. Oh my goodness. Oh look at. Oh wow, this is cool. This is really cool. I want to see my.
January's asking
Which what?
Where they get it? Just indie wrestling experience, right?
The YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Do you want me to send her a line? I'll send you the line.
you send it to me, I'll send it to her. If you, I don't know, do you even have hers?
I got her on Facebook.
Yeah. Tell her you send it on Facebook. This has been fun.
There you go. I just sent it to her on Messenger. Trying to figure out. I wish I had thought to get my schedule up here earlier. I didn't, and I got lost in the. Oh, so we had Buff at 1:30, Jane at 1:40, Ethan at 1:50. Nick was supposed to be at 2, and then Brick is supposed to be here at 2:20. Okay, so I think if Brick is supposed to be here at 2:20, it's 1:55. Maybe we'll take a little break, and then we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Everyone, thanks so much for watching, and stay with us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the role. Yes, sure. I never wanted to say. Thank you. He's doing this, we're good. Oh, yeah, seriously, man.
Yes. Hey, Bob, you go back. Is it back? Oh, yeah, we got to take one up. Yeah, hold it up. I think they'll say, hey, put your, I'll get out of the way. Perfect. Make sure you do a break for it, okay?
Ethen, I was curious, actually, I have a friend of mine. Nice. And then, Roy. Are you like, my friends, like, you're not gonna wait to see them? I'll see them. Sure, you see them. I'm just so sure. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm still finishing. Yes. You have some of you guys. I could talk to them. Working. That's what. Yeah. He was a charge for me. Check the devil. Yes. So you used to organize into big so you're the seamless from the over, yeah. And now it was see it, so I feel like I'm there. Yep. I'll remember it. I'm off here going. No, absolutely. So. Years ago, you guys should be running. Yeah, we had another sort of. He was both green. Right. We usually go for and there's like any sort of bring up the yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Which we that go right. That's good enough. Yeah, so there you guys. No, I could see. Actually, play into it. So she's out there. No taxes. Landon. We did. No. You do know that. No. Show this on.
What I'll do is I'm actually gonna Uber back. I got some medicine stuff I gotta take, so I'll Uber back over there and then I'll get with you, and if you swing by and pick me up, if not, then we'll run back over there. Was apparently that place is like literally not even a full mile from where I'm at.
Oh,
So
the place that is
the Champion Center.
Okay.
So you
Well,
can
I
actually-
said mine, so it's close.
I think yours is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just, like I said, I'll just Uber back over there. Change out these sheet. More the squeaky than the anything else. Of course, the other ones will probably squeak too, the current.
Yeah, right. Oh, of course, they were talking about. Draw stuff.
You guys still, as far as AMX watching today? Yeah. Weird. I was gonna say that was my, you know, that, yeah. You know.
You too.
Better.
Thanks for coming in. How's it going, guys? That's fine.
Yeah, you make it about something that it's what we're doing. There's no wishy-washy. It's not, I mean, it's, sorry, that's a Richards thing. That's every Richards I know. It's, you know, you guys have always been like that, but your parents are like this too, man. Yeah, this is what we gotta do. This is your decision. Before we, I could tell, as soon as you started talking. Hey, let's see. Yeah, he's going for this. And now, what is it? That makes it a no-brainer to me. That's gotta be a big, I mean, you know, like you said, you know, part, I'm up here. Now, okay, I know about it. Yeah, absolutely. And it just, you know, you spend a lot of time away. Get the time together, that's a good thing.
Not so close over there. That's your plus, you know, why don't they just take over somewhere next year and, you know, then they won't come out. I swear to God, I don't know right now, I'll be back.
Yes, that's what I keep. Wait, oh, that's the other thing. Jada's filling out that paperwork today. Just heads up.
Oh, the Margaret.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to fill it out. She just needs to make it known.
Yeah.
And then,
What I told her.
because Dean's not 100% of it. She knows. She works.
Yeah. But
Or she had-
I said, just put down your thoughts on it and just, you know, I'll get the Bob.
Yeah, the lawyer did reach out to me. She just, we got her served. The lawyer reached out.
Well, I know you said it. She was kind of hard perked out.
But it was 20 minutes. I mean, so it was the road. Serve her in her apartment. That she had waiting for us. No, she went. Where's she at?
Yeah, that was your kind of what kind of finish.
Yeah, but I'm trying to, we have a lot of dispute. Just like I said, open that.
But it might be, you know, and this is me, and I'm dad, obviously I'm biased. But I know when I rolled up to the scene, if you're sitting here to make this turn right all the way across this lane, it's over 2 lanes in a turn lane. And your car literally makes it from here, turn here, and that car is now, when I get there to pick you up, that car is sitting maybe 10 feet from here.
Right.
Facing the wrong direction because you can see it, you can see the skid marks.
Yep.
From smack to here. But I have another car that and you and I have talked about it. I mean, where you that guardrail, that's a good 40 feet down that slope. And it's nice cut grass, just been cut. And there is not a tire tread anywhere until you get to the bottom. And it's not even tire treads. It is front end in the ground. Like this, you've had it. So all in all, I mean, lucky to kill some. I mean, Jada was 2 seconds earlier because I mean that whole front of that. I mean, his pictures are. You've seen it real quick. That front of that car is gone. There is no front of that car. I hated that Lincoln. That day, I loved that Lincoln. Yeah, any other car, you know, she's a second earlier, she's a second further. That hits her in the door. That doesn't hit the front of that car. Right. So, and then, like I said, turn around and okay, well, this car. And then I told you she got hit. She got hit again, right? Man, yeah, it's a pretty third, no insurance. Hit her, totaled her next car. And she, I mean, he came up off of an entrance ramp on the 695, and she's just putting along. And he came up and decided he was coming all the way over, lifted the whole back of her car up, totaled that one, and he gave the cops the, you know, his insurance, whatever, BAFE bullshit. And so we finally got a hold of them, and they were like, this card is not somehow, we don't know him. But what has he got? Virginia Tech. Oh yeah, of course. He lives in Maryland. You know, the older guy. He's got all these. He's got four. They're all meter cars, but he's got 4 cars. He's a mechanic and race car. But they're all Virginia plates. Stop being a piece of shit. Well, you know, he's like, do this, so I don't have to. I know exactly why you do it. Right. I said, that's why Maryland's closing the loopholes. I said, but I have insurance. Well, that's great. You're like the one out of the 100 that has it. That's the whole reason you do that is so you don't have to have insurance. And then you're like this get hit. I think this fun. Yeah. I mean, you know, so I thought of all there. That's why you had to give them the insurance card if they're verifying their insurance. But police were like, that's not what we do. No, they just type in the report. Like, now I know that. So we have. But yes, she has not had luck. And so that's why she's on that. So she's on that. She's got the theater card now. She's got 300,000 Kia. Okay. But I'm waiting on to see him. Hoping against hope. Fingers crossed. He decides at some point to go back to school. So right. Yeah, exactly. She's still young. So and so went to school. So and so went to school. Yeah, they're going into their junior year already. You could be doing that too. And she got herself stuck. You know, she bought that house. She's got a mortgage payment to make. She knows. She bought that right out of, well, not right out of high school, but you know, worst thing that ever happened is she got that job with those people was the van. Oh, and they're two environmental workers these days. And then both the families have money, and then these are the kids of the families with money, so they have money. Now the kids have it. Under the you know, in 99, you guys. What 18-year-old needs to make? You know, and that's sweetheart. It's not realistic. These kids go off to college or go off to school, pre-Ks, people with kind of problems. These kids go to these fancy pre-Ks. So 4 years, what do you do? She's working. It's 2 years in. The kids, one's in pre-K, one's starting kindergarten. So they cut her back. Yeah, you're part-time now. And of course, you start with, you know, we're so glad you're here. We're so happy to pay the balance. They just trigger like, they're like, oh, yeah, grandma's here today watching. So today, just do laundry and clean the street. Not what I'm, but they're paying that good money. And so it's not a sustainable job at the end. Even if you go to college, get out, your brother and your sister both out of college now, real jobs, and making 50, 60. You don't make that at 18 with Unless you agree. You don't. It's a free thing, and it's a.
You know, I'm not saying that's what I mean. Sticking to the money. No, great.
But of course,
with your office job.
things here, that goes away.
Right. That's very good point.
Yeah, when I think, you know, she's on 14, huge Mercedes, then I know what happened. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, 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 yep.
That real quick and then. Figure it out.
Yep. Thinking you were talking about David's car transfers. What's up?
Thanks, British.
That's what I thought it was. Look, you got to be on and still watching. You showing us to talk about James Scott, right?
Don't make us start talking about beans and toast.
Oh my god. Oh no, beans and toast. Just, oh my god. Seriously, Bush. You won 3800.
Yeah, so the river all did it up, yeah.
Yeah, we felt a little bit. I stopped there.
No, they're not. Take care. Maybe you guys time. Sure. Yeah, take care. Everything. All right, I appreciate that. I don't leave you guys in lurch. All right. Might be on the safe side.
We got all the sound bites now.
I know. Glad I didn't say anything dumb.
Yeah, right.
Ish.
Not enough to get canceled. We're good there.
I'm just canceled is fine. I just don't want to get booted out of my house.
That's a good point.
I
That's
can
a
fight,
very
I can
good
fight
point.
the other one.
Yeah, right.
My goodness.
Yeah, all right, going away for a little bit.
There you go.
Well, guys, we're live. We're back on the stream.
Hey,
We're
hey.
here with Royal Flavor, guys.
Word.
Rich Buchholtz could tell you guys, man, I've been excited about this interview, meeting you guys for a while, because I've been watching you guys since the first time I was out here in November when you guys debuted with
Word.
RPW last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I told Rich afterwards, I was like, those guys got something, man. That's a thing, man.
You
Those
already
guys
know.
are right. Yeah, those
already
guys
know.
are right.
You already
And so like I was like, man, I've been calling it. I know you can't, I know you're not gonna say anything, but today is the day. I've been calling today's y'all's day. So if y'all prove me wrong, I'm gonna be
Right.
hurt. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Hey,
I'm ready for y'all to win
we
these
gotta do
titles
you
today.
right.
That's
We
right. You
gotta-
gotta do me
right,
right.
you already know.
Right. You never met me before, but you gotta do me right.
Hey, but you're rocking with us, so we're gonna rock it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You're, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, well, with some
Make
good
everybody
favorite
look
color in the
good.
background, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
You get some balls.
So tell the people who don't know, anybody who isn't in the loop on Royal Flavor, how'd you guys get together? How'd you guys get this started?
If you're living under a rock, my name is Season and
Exactly.
Alex Findley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. Devo Knight.
Yeah, I was
apologize.
to the
I'm
south
sorry,
side.
the south side.
You know.
You already know. So we started training 2022.
I can't count. I don't know.
2022.
You know.
We turned pro in 2023, so it had to be a year before.
Yeah.
I graduated from Ken Anderson School of Professional
Oh,
Wrestling
okay.
in a record-breaking 8 months.
Oh,
It's,
of
just
course.
it's a light little thing.
I told you these guys are right, man. I got
It's
it.
like a
Yeah.
little brag.
Yeah, I didn't
Humble brag, humble brag.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, but yeah, man, we started competing against each other in class. Found out that we're friends. Lucky for him, lucky for me.
Yeah, I didn't like you at
We
first,
figured it
to be
out.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We
when I
were-
This dude comes in, he starts doing backflips, moonsaults off the top rope. I'm like, dude, we didn't even get the
We just
go ahead
started.
to go up there yet.
We just
Yeah,
literally
all right.
started.
Wow.
And yeah, we've been pro 3 years. We've had I don't know how many championships. And we're just here to collect another one today. So it's a business trip for us.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
So,
true.
That's right.
Collecting gold all around.
These are belt collectors, bro.
Yeah.
already
We
know.
like it.
Ain't messing
We
around.
like it.
Yeah.
Now, the last time you guys were out here in May, we all were supposed to face Gen Z then, right? And then something happened with the match.
Yeah, I couldn't come
Oh,
because
okay.
like this stuff hurts. All right, so I was concussed. So
Oh,
he had our homeboy from the Dynasty, JDX,
Oh yeah.
on the little
We know
superhero
JDX.
tip.
There you
They
go.
went ahead, they made it happen. And did you guys get the win?
There's a lot of funny business that went on
That's
there.
funny.
A lot of funny business, but unfortunately, of course, Gen Z retained.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They,
We know about
they
the
snuck
Gen Z
away.
thing, but-
Yeah, and they continued it there.
Yeah.
And so we figured, let's come back, get this guy here,
We'll
and
do it the right way.
actually run
We
it.
get the
Yeah, no
actual
disrespect to
team
JDX,
No disrespect.
but he's got other business elsewhere
Yeah,
that
they
he's got to
wanted to-
handle.
out here. See, they knew they could
Yeah,
sense it.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been with
yeah.
them- I've been with them the whole time, right? So they could feel it.
Yeah,
Like-
in the spirit, in the
That's not
heart.
Start J to the Dizzle to take a back seat. And here we are.
What was that? J to the what?
J to the Dizzle.
I like that.
JD.
I thought you were gonna start like rapping.
Oh, no. I'm just
Make a D for you. Yeah, you got my team.
Get in the stew.
Oh man, that's awesome. So where else are you guys working? What's your radius? How far out are you guys working, and what are the places you're working at?
Throw a dart at a map, and we've probably been there.
Okay, cool, good.
I'll be in Texas in December.
Oh wow.
We've been in Montana already this year.
Cool.
Run the Midwest. We run the Midwest.
That's clear. Yeah,
So we're just out here making that stop. But no, we've been everywhere.
yeah,
Cool.
very, very cool. You guys got a chance to be on TV yet?
Yep.
I thought I saw something recently. Like, were you guys on AEW?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I didn't want to. My memory wasn't working right, but I thought
Yeah.
that's why I saw you guys on AEW just a
Yeah.
couple months ago.
We saw some.
Yeah.
We faced two lesser sexy light skins
Uh-huh.
on television. So that was us, and we made it happen. We got our ass kicked.
They just got the contract and the money to make
Yeah.
him look better than
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
you
That's what it
know?
was.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Very cool. So what's the future hold? Where are you guys looking to go from here?
From here, literally?
Yeah, I mean, not from here. I mean, you know what I mean? Where's Royal Flavor? What's the next year or two look like for Royal Flavor? You guys expanding that map out? You gonna wrestle more? I mean,
Yeah. We're definitely trying to pick it up more. Go as many places as we can. Like he said, it's going to Texas.
Mhm.
Trying to get out there with them and just, take over everywhere.
Yeah.
More gold.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, those look good on these fellas.
Yeah.
I like to call myself the Thanos of the Midwest. I don't want to,
You just be collecting.
Yeah. I don't want to, go back
All
on
over
that
the
one now.
place.
How many y'all got right now? What belts y'all holding right now?
Like
I
between
got
the two of us.
six.
11?
Okay,
You
dang.
got 5 right now?
Yeah.
I got
he-
one singles.
He
one
got a
win.
singles title out here in Wisconsin. Matter of fact.
Racine.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've ever heard of it.
Yeah. Up in town.
And the rest of them y'all got 5 tag belts together.
Five
Yeah,
tag
we're at
they ain't gonna be 6.
That's
There you
correct.
go.
That's correct. You said-
Midwest
you said it
All-Star Wrestling,
That's right. They ain't
MPW,
gonna be 6.
Ironheart Pro, Pinnacle Pro, Flashbacks.
MAW.
Yeah, I've got
regular-
that one. Pinnacle.
I forgot. I
can't
don't
keep
know.
track.
Yeah.
Can't
There might be
keep track.
more.
If you're watching and we forgot you, I'm
today.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. If you guys, it's like there's people who already know, and they're like, it's literally this one.
Yeah.
Let's see, we
I'm
got-
sorry.
You're focusing on today.
That's right.
Let's see if people are sending anything on the live feed, trying to correct us here.
Yeah.
Oh my
You already
goodness
know what
gracious.
titles you got.
Oh man. So yeah,
Yeah, man.
so it's great having you guys on. Today you're facing Gen Z. So you got a little taste of them before, but you've never
Yeah.
wrestled.
Never
either of them?
touched it.
Neither
Never
one.
touched it. I know they got some loafers on. That's all I know.
Right?
That's all they got.
They do
That's
like
a
their
fact.
rovers.
They weren't.
Especially Preston.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
their names. dog.
There's no reason to learn the names. You don't need to learn.
It's fine.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
You just come in and do the business and then go.
Make them
Yeah,
remember
after
our
that.
name. That's all that matters.
We have
Just
a
remember us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Winners on
Yeah.
the names. It doesn't matter.
But you got to wrestle them before. You know,
Yes,
we're
sir.
talking about strategy for facing Gen Z today. What
Yeah.
you got the scouting report on them before? What mistakes? did
I'm not
make
going to
today?
turn my back on them.
There you go.
Unfortunately, for myself, I did that a couple times and they took advantage.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't think they were smart guys like that, but yeah, they capitalized on those opportunities.
It's
So
a new generation.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's new generation.
I on the prize. I on Gen Z because they get wild. They get wild for sure.
Yeah. Watch your back.
Right. Yeah. Those guys do not fool around with those belts. They will keep them at all costs.
Yeah.
And I've seen them do it several times. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they're snaky.
Yeah.
You got to watch them.
Yeah, you got to pull them out the grass today.
You know what Jesus did to the snake? He put his heel in his head, crushed him,
There
put him right
go.
in the dirt. That's what
You-
we're gonna do.
You heard that.
Preston and what's the other dude's name?
ooh, your boy
What's-
Roy.
What's
Roy Cooper.
Royal Flame?
No. My boy's Roy Flavor. Your boy Roy Cooper. That's
My
the other
boy's
guy.
not Roy Cooper. Oh, but I'm facing Roy Cooper.
Yeah. That's who we got.
That's the snake.
That's
That's
the
the
snake.
snake. So we're gonna crush the snake's head, just like our Lord.
Right.
That's
There you
it.
go.
That's it. Dude, you doing the Lord's work? That's it.
Yeah, that's all we do.
One flame
It's just
does.
light work. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Oh shit, man. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
well,
dog.
great having you guys on here. You guys be part of this perseverance thing in this tournament? No, I guess not.
Nope.
No, don't even know what that is.
All
You
right.
probably should be because we're gonna be the champions after
Right, whatever, right.
in an hour.
I mean, this
or
is
whatever.
this is who's going to be looking for you guys later, right?
Oh,
They're-
yeah,
they're-
right.
That's,
Okay.
That's.
I mean, yeah, we're here to put a target
Is that
on
a
his
number
back.
one
We
contender thing?
I
invited.
think so. Yeah, it's a Midwest Cup, I think is what he's having
Oh, okay.
in November or something like that. But it's a singles tournament. So
You
I
got to
know.
put us as the only team to ever look for our next contenders.
That's
before we
right.
win the titles.
There you go.
know what I'm saying.
That's it.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
guys, hey, a lot of people say don't look past your opponents. These guys are like, fine, don't matter. We're good.
Looking past them, dog. We're looking through, you know?
Oh, through them.
Yeah, yeah.
We like to prepare for the future.
We get in
like to, you know.
We get in there.
Listen, I mean, a couple of young guys. I think once you guys get some, some
Some championships.
some
We have those.
championships, you'll be good to go.
Yeah. We'll have to get more. So
Motivated
our bag
by
is
the
heavy,
goal.
dog.
Yeah.
We need a second bag.
I got a second bag.
Yeah.
Bring a tote bag.
Second bags, third bags. A little confidence will go a long way for these guys.
Yeah,
I
right,
think.
exactly.
I
You
mean,
guys, yeah, you guys. You can
It's almost like
Yeah.
we just believed in ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, look,
Oh,
we're about to
man.
talk about capturing
Yes.
the sixth title today. We just had Buff Bagwell on here for about 45 minutes. Which was
Okay.
awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
That's losing my mind right now still about that. But he was talking about what it was. He was
Sorry, we got to
5-4, right?
follow Buff up. Sorry.
Yeah, we gotta follow Buff.
Sorry. We don't mean to bring you down from your high a little bit.
Hey, Buff is the stuff.
Mhm.
So
Buff's the man,
he-
dude.
100%.
He's crazy, but he was talking about he's got the he say what do you say? He thinks he has the record for single promotion, the most championships
With different partners.
with the different partners. He's got
Mm.
five and five. And
Gotcha.
he believes it should be 6, but
Yeah.
Word.
But,
Okay.
but y'all are
Never
gonna know
know.
the 6-time tag team champion Marcus.
That's
Bagwell,
right.
Alexander Buff Bagwell looking on at you guys, and
he's,
He's the-
he's
his
looking
name's
he's looking
Alexander.
up.
oh,
He's
Marcus
looking up.
Alexander
Oh,
Bagwell.
Marcus. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I was you coming up my government name, man. Making sure we were okay. I'm saying.
And of course,
Don't
Mr. Anderson's
forget
going to
it.
be here today.
Yes.
We're looking forward to that Mr. Anderson match. Big time.
Oh,
Him and
yeah.
Silas is going to be
Dude,
That's a
gonna be
great
banger.
card today.
Bro,
It's crazy.
Silas don't know what's coming to it.
Oh yeah.
Ken literally taught us what we know. So
Right.
if Silas got a problem, he got a problem with us. He got a problem with Ken. You got a big
I mean,
problem.
look, to be honest, man, Silas is a big dude. You might be on your
Yeah, I was going to say, if y'all going to
Yeah,
be winning,
yeah.
we're going to be over here.
Yeah.
Meat.
Yeah.
Be the
I'm
meat.
trying to
You-
focus on goal. not
You know
on-
that?
Yeah.
He'll beat me backstage before we even get the championship. we can't even wrestle. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Oh, goodness.
I get it.
gracious, man. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What else you got? Yeah, we're winging this thing.
Yeah.
Man. Winging this thing.
Winging it is
Just
good.
winging this
Sometimes that's the
thing.
only way to
That's what
go.
we do.
That's how you got to do it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, y'all the pros are winging it. We're just still getting used to this. This is like,
Yeah. We wing it with our bodies, you know what I'm saying? In the
Right.
ring, we just wing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we're too old for that. So
Never
Yeah.
too
Podcasting.
No,
is what
Never
it is.
too old.
y'all listen, you may feel old right now. Wait till you see these dudes in a little while flipping around and doing all this crazy then you're gonna really, then we're really
Then
gonna
we
feel
know
our
we're-
age.
there you go.
Then we're gonna be like, these are gonna be our kids. Like, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
25,
23.
23. Yeah, these can be our kids. Like,
Yeah.
this is world of.
We're gonna go have like a
Is-
mild match now and just make
Oh,
just no cool. Nothing. Yeah.
Body slam.
Attacking for everything, and it'll just be a simple axe handle.
We do that thing Carlito
Thanks-
did where I saw him
thanks,
climb
Bob.
to the top rope, look around, and then slowly climb down.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like heights, dog. I'm our truth. I'm scared of heights.
Can't do it.
Oh,
We'll have to
man.
we'll have that ladder match for these titles next time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling like we already won. We did.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
thank
you gotta carry yourself
Who's
that
thinking?
way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Carry
No,
yourself
it's a
that way.
foregone conclusion. I'm already convinced of it.
You already know.
I've been telling Rich forever, man. If it doesn't happen, something's wrong with RPW. You know what I mean? Something goes wrong there because y'all already locked down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I can't argue it. I can't argue it.
John knows I got like my little favorites, right? I just back them all the way around, no matter what. Y'all are on that list, man. Ever since
We
I saw you,
appreciate
like I said,
that.
I'm a big fan of you
Yeah.
guys.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward to seeing you guys later today. We're gonna let you get on and get going with your stuff. But
Yeah.
thank you for stopping by. You got no questions for these guys before you go? Or?
I just can't wait to see you guys, man.
I don't.
Can't wait to see you get number 6.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's it. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there cheering you on.
Oh yeah.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
No problem,
My man.
guys.
Thank you.
Steve-O, nice meeting you guys
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming on.
Back
Thank
to
you.
a little heavier.
Thanks for tuning in on the
See
live,
y'all.
y'all. Roll flavor, get a taste. We're gonna cook up. Watch.
Oh my goodness, John, who we got coming up? Let's see.
Yeah. Let's see.
We got GDX. We haven't seen GDX. So we got Silas next at 3:00.
All right.
Silas next at 3:00, and then we got Gen Z coming in. You gotta get Royal Flav out of here before Gen Z shows up.
That's right.
We can do the match here. Oh yeah. The ambush from around the corner. Thank you very much.
guys.
All right, guys, we'll be back in a few minutes. Once Silas Young,
Ooh,
Silas Young is
Silas
showing up,
Young.
man.
Dude, that's a legitimate bad dude right there.
Seriously. Seriously. Well, we had
We're gonna have to watch our mouth.
I'm not scared of Silas Young. Legit scared of that man.
Yes.
We talk about all the time about the realism in wrestling, or what people believe. But if I was in a bar with Silas Young, I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna just sit just in case, because shit's gonna break out with a guy.
Yeah.
If Silas is in a bar, guy looks like Silas in a bar, something's gonna break down. I just want to be away from
The
it.
term real man comes to mind and makes me feel a little inadequate.
Yeah, you don't call yourself the last real man for no reason.
That's right. And I'm not gonna argue.
Wow, this is absolutely crazy, man. I'm having so much fun here at Cricket Wireless today. We're over here in College Avenue, Cricket Wireless. Guys, stop by. They got popcorn up here. I saw the Cricket Wireless inflatable guy a minute ago dancing around outside.
Yeah, they've been phenomenal. They've been great hosts, man. So yeah, if you can come on out, definitely come on out and check them out.
Yeah, definitely stop by, guys. There's like I said, we got a few more guests coming on. So if you get out here soon, you might be able to see Silas Young or the Gen Z. Although, of course, now that if Gen Z's listening, if they've been listening to the last interview, they may not show up now because they, I clearly have a favorite. You know what I mean? I clearly picked who I'm going to pick, who I'm behind on that match. I don't know about John, but
It wasn't super clear. about
no, was it? I was trying to be
No,
nuanced about it.
it
I was
was-
trying to be like,
you kept it tamped down. I really kind of thought you'd lose it over Buff, but I stand corrected.
I was literally frozen half of that interview. Like I was just like, what were we talking about? I don't remember. I was just like, what?
I caught myself staring into his head.
Yeah, right. Did you see when any of those signatures were on that hat?
No, I got lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I was trying to read some of
Or
those.
the stuff, as they may say.
That's right. The buffing the stuff. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this, man. This is
Yeah.
going to be so much fun. And every time I come out here, I have such a blast. This is just insane. Like, again, let me say, he's not even here. Thank you, Rich.
Yes, Rich, thank you
My
very
God.
much. Rich,
is-
you are the man. You set us up. Should be a great show today. We were looking forward to, what 8 matches, right?
Yep.
Man, you talk about just an absolute stack card.
Mhm.
This is going to be crazy. And if you haven't got any tickets, hopefully there's still some tickets available. Man, get out there and make this a sellout, dude. Rich is predicting
close.
big things. He's close. I keep hearing about this awesome balcony. I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be great. It's going to
Agreed.
be fun, a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. And then we got the after party, which is just wild that Rich is throwing an after party tonight. I've never been to an after party at a wrestling show.
I don't know that I've ever been to a party.
Yeah, well, that's true. I never invited you to one. So that's certainly
Well, I'd invited you, maybe.
no, you wouldn't have.
No, probably not.
No, no, you wouldn't have. Not at all. But yeah, that should be pretty crazy. Rich
Yeah.
said they got cookies and refreshments and all sorts of stuff
Yeah.
already getting set up over
Yeah.
there. And
No,
we're gonna have Jordan
yeah.
Blue and Casey Lennox.
Dude, two awesome wrestlers. I can't wait to meet them. It's just going to be a great time. It's going to be a fun hanging out. Awesome show. Great hangout afterwards. Man, if you're in the area and looking for something to do, this is the place to
This
be
is
this
the
evening.
spot. If you are in North Wisconsin anywhere, you should be here. This is it's gonna be an incredible card. It's gonna be the Champion Center is brand new, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it's they're just breaking it in. Rich definitely speaks very highly of it, so I'm looking forward to seeing the layout.
So we're gonna go away here and see if
All right.
now that we got the two guys, we got another
All right.
It's coming in. There he is.
Looks like we got our next guest, everybody.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Mr. Brick McCarthy.
Yeah, you doing it? Nice to meet you.
No, you're fine, Bob. Doing good, doing good. We're running on a live stream, so if you want to just hang out, you're welcome to just jump in if you want a second first. We're only gonna keep you for about 10. Guys, well. Yeah. All right. So, Brick McCarthy, welcome to the Indie Wrestling Experience podcast, and welcome to Cricket Wireless.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, dude.
Former RPW champion for what, 2 years? Almost?
Something like that, 2 or 3. I don't know. It keeps changing every time they tell me something.
That's right. I made a joke with Rich after because I was out at the shows, the back-to-back shows in November.
Yeah.
And I made a joke with Rich afterwards. I was like, every time Devon would announce Brick, the reign got longer. It was like in one night, it went from a year and a half to 2 years into 2.5.
It just depends what time of night it is, I guess. How many Devon had it that night? Who knows?
That's right. So they just you just finally lost the title after a long time.
Yeah.
Not a great moment, but who better to lose it to than Silas Young?
Right.
That'd be a hell of a match.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, Silas, we've gone back and forth a couple times over the years. He just had the better hand that night, I guess. So.
Yeah. You've been around for a while. You say over the years, like you've been wrestling for a while.
This is 17 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
How'd you start out?
Dropped out of college at 19. I played football for Lakeland College down in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And then that unfortunately didn't work. Saw Animal House a little bit one too many times. And then I had a good friend of mine that said, hey, why don't you try out wrestling? And then I found Mike Mercury, who's going to induct tonight, good friend of mine. I was actually technically his last student he had.
Oh, okay.
And we're working with him, started training kind of like a fish to water. And here we are 17 years later. So
yeah. And were you always go by Brick McCarthy, or did I see before you were?
I used a couple different names. Brick McCarthy, Brick 12 gauge McCarthy, Ian 12 gauge McCarthy, Gager. But yeah, Brick McCarthy now. So
yeah. And how far out is? I've been asking a lot of the guys today. So how far out is your radius for wrestling outside in Wisconsin?
Now I've gotten a little further. Now that I've gotten older, it's a little less. The car ride just get a little longer, a little bit more to recover from.
Right.
The furthest I've gone is I've been out in Philadelphia way back in the day. I had to try with Ring of Honor.
Oh, cool.
I was down in the foothills of Zanesville, Ohio, down there, and then out west as far as just east of Fargo on the western side of Minnesota, southern Illinois. So pretty much all the states around the area I've been to. So
yeah, there's a lot of wrestling out here. That's the one thing I'm learning coming out here between Chicago, Wisconsin, and just Indiana. Even I mean, it's everywhere.
So being around for like 17 years, it's definitely changed. I remember like this area, you had the old ACW, well, Hornswoggle had then, and then NWA Wisconsin. That was it. And the Green Bay, Fox Cities area, Milwaukee, you have Bruce City Wrestling, and then you would have Insane Championship Wrestling. That was it over there. The west side of the state, there was not much at all. Right. Minnesota's always been kind of a hotbed. They've always been pretty much a hotbed, but yeah, it was tough to get a lot of wrestling back in the day. Now some of the guys are lucky they can wrestle 2-3 times a week and within like 10 miles of each other. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, like you said, those car rides, man, they can add up.
Exactly. For a while there, I was putting on like 20 hours in a weekend. I would drive one night being in Minneapolis, then I come back this way, and then I go to Chicago the next night. So
yeah, that's rough, man.
Yeah,
That's a lot of cars.
It was a lot of
like
fun.
you said, when you're young, it's one thing.
Yeah, you start getting up there a little bit. The hips and the lower back are a little tight from sitting so long. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But you're not 40 yet, right?
No, not there. But
Yeah. See, we're coming up on 50. So
So too.
yeah, but we haven't taken any bumps. So I guess it's a
started at 19 and going pretty strong for the last 10 years. So
wow. Any slowing down, or are you still cruising along still?
pretty good. I moved. Put myself in position to move the other side of state. So now I got pretty heavy loaded in Minnesota. So we're keeping it. As long as the phone keeps ringing, we'll see rocking and rolling, So nothing too crazy yet.
Right. Good. Now we got this thing sitting in front of us here. Perseverance, this Midwest Cup tournament that's taking place in November for RPW.
Right.
And I know that Rich didn't announce you until after you lost the title.
Yeah.
But what is it? They got you and Ryan Cross in the first round.
Ryan Krause. Yeah, actually, it'll be the first time him and I will step in the ring against each other.
Okay.
We've never, cross paths here and there, but never actually been in the ring with one another. So it's the first time for both of us, actually. So,
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
yeah.
And then as I'm looking at the bracket, it looks like unless Sam Bill pulls off some magic, it looks like you got JDX coming up next. And it looks like JDX just showed up here.
Yeah.
So have you wrestled him?
JX, yeah, we've crossed paths a few times over the years. I think was it last January? It was Danhausen and myself versus JDX and Rampage Santana and Money Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
Okay. That's a banger right there. Holy moly.
yeah, it was a banger. You definitely got no worries there. Who won that one?
Yeah, we won't ask. And tonight you were supposed to be facing Nick Colucci, I think.
Yeah.
And then Nick's ill.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So Yoshi Kwan?
Yeah, sure. Quan, is that his name?
I don't know. I'm so bad.
Okay.
I had it up earlier. But have you wrestled him before?
I have never even seen him, so it's gonna be definitely. We'll see what happens tonight. So I'm sure you'll expect some hard hitting, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm glad he wasn't one of our guests, so I didn't mess that up.
Right.
Hopefully, he won't see the live stream.
Right.
Well, listen, we got JDX here. We didn't want to keep you for too long. I really appreciate you coming on,
Right.
Rick. It's nice to meet you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
boys.
absolutely.
Thank you very much for coming
All right, guys.
Enjoy the show.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, such a bigger. Hey, guys, just one thing. I was going to never post that. Whenever you guys ready. Yeah, I didn't know we're in front of the ice, so. No, oh, yeah, no, you guys must have seen each other. Yeah, you guys the first one. You guys want to try some powers.
Like the last.
Whatever you get. I'm not very good at it.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're not gonna hold you too long.
Yeah, sure.
But if you want to take a seat in the middle,
You, bro.
all right, guys, we are lucky enough to have JDX with us now at the Cricket Wireless in Appleton on College Avenue here as we get ready for RPW Destiny 5.
Sir.
JDX, nice to meet you and welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you
Yeah,
guys as
yeah,
well. Thank you guys for having me. But there's just one thing, with me being a good guy, I'm gonna correct you properly.
Uh-oh.
You gotta say it like JDX.
Oh.
JDX.
All right,
There we go.
got
There
it.
it is. There it is. Good.
Got it. All right.
All
You've seen us do it
Now
tonight.
we
Now
can
we get it
move.
right tonight.
We're gonna get it right.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
get it right.
Especially since we are only minutes away from you becoming the first Rage Warriors champion, as far as I can tell, right? That's what I'm saying. I've been calling stuff all day. I've been calling it all day.
Okay.
I have no advanced knowledge of anything, so I've been calling matches all day. And
That's your prediction.
you're my guy. I got
Let's go.
JDX tonight. And we just had Royal Flavor on here. I got them too. So
Yeah.
those are my guys for tonight. Those are my
That's
two
it.
big
Those
picks.
are
for
big
tonight.
picks.
Heck yeah.
I was telling them I was out here in November. I mentioned November when you did the back-to-back shows.
Yes, sir.
And Miguel did the run in and all that was
Yeah, my little 2-3 buddy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Money Miguel. That guy just had a birthday, actually. He's a young prodigy for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I've seen you a couple places. I actually saw you down in Atlanta.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Terminus.
Oh, wow.
That's the
Okay.
first time I saw you. You got a good picture of you blowing chalk in the air or something
Yeah.
like that, right? But how did tell us how everybody who is not familiar with you, if they're out of the loop or living under a rock, how did you get started? What's the story behind JDX?
The story behind JDX. How long?
Yeah, we don't have too long. It's the short version.
The short version.
Yeah, how'd you get into wrestling?
I got into wrestling as a young lad. I was about 7 or 8 years old. It was around the time that Eddie Guerrero was making his come up, challenging Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Him wrestling Kurt Angle in that Battle Royal, 50 hand over the top. Him going on to do that. Him beating Brock. It's like WrestleMania 20 was my first one, and then I was just like hooked from there. It's really hooked from there. High school and stuff.
Right.
You kind of get to doubting yourself, like, do I really want to be a wrestler? It's not the cool thing. Friends going off, applying to colleges and stuff. And it got to a point where honestly, like I didn't go to wrestling school right away, but I remember sitting in a Planet Fitness. I remember it just like it was yesterday. I was sitting there on the bench press machine. And then like I looked out the window and I saw like a butterfly flying in the wind. And I said to myself, like, I wouldn't be happy in life if I didn't go after what it was that I really wanted. Which is this.
Right.
So
Awesome.
yeah, that was about 9 or 10 years ago. I've been wrestling for almost 8 years now. So I started with Ken Anderson.
Okay.
Up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I moved from Chicago, went up there. And then, as you said, I went down to Atlanta to train with Cody Rhodes.
Oh, okay.
A few years after that. So, and QT Marshall.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who've been on this show today who have trained with Ken. How is that? How's Ken's school? How is that coming up with Ken?
It's awesome, man.
Everybody says good things.
Yeah, absolutely. Ken is very personable, good spirited. Definitely, he teaches you like how to avoid some of the mistakes he's made and stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask for a better like trainer.
Right. Good. Very cool. And how was it down there working with Cody Rhodes at that school?
Awesome as well. Like I always tell people like some of the guys that were in my class, like I also trained with Sean Davari.
Okay.
So like Cody Rhodes was a lot like the Ken Anderson of our like nightmare school, and QT Marshall was very, very like forward, no bull crap. Just like direct, tell you how it is, and that's how Sean Davari was.
Right.
Like, you didn't know what you were doing in that ring. He had like a whistle. Get out! You don't know what you're doing.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, QT was very tough.
Right?
Yes,
Tough
yes,
love.
absolutely,
Absolutely.
That sounds wow. That's crazy. So how's it? How do you like working for RPW? And you've been out here a few times.
Yeah, no, I love raging. Especially like the back-to-back shows. I've been able to tangle with Brick McCarthy for the world championship. Been able to go after the tag team championships with my good buddy Devo from the Dynasty and Royal Flavor. Been able to tag team with my boy Rampage Santana, Miguel, as we talked about earlier. So it's been like a plethora of like, I've been able to get like different ice cream flavors of who JDX is and the stuff, like just my alliances, my ally.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. I've been watching your journey. Like I said, I ran into you in Atlanta a couple years ago, so I've been kind of watching here from there. And then I met you out here before, and I just see you up and up and up, man. I'm just looking forward to you just doing great things, and looking forward to seeing you on TV. So
Yep.
That's what
Hey, man, we're calling it.
We're just
tonight.
waiting for the minute.
We're calling a show stealing match tonight.
Oh yeah, that's true. We were talking about this match with you and ZK, and
Yes,
it's gonna be a good one tonight. You Rampage, so I think you guys are gonna blow the roof off, regardless of who becomes champion, whether I'm right or I'm not right. Still, either way, it's gonna be a good match, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Well, listen, I'm not gonna hold you long. We got some other people coming, and we know you got preparations to make. But
absolutely,
it was great having you on. It was nice meeting you.
Title match.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
Looking forward to it.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Guys. All right, I'm gonna move this other chair back in. I guess we can bring in these guys together like we did the other guys.
Thank you. Sponsoring the event.
I remember seeing that out before. I'm over with that.
Nani, tougher question.
I remember seeing your table last time.
Nani.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Right. Thank you guys. Absolutely. Thank you guys. See you at the show.
All right, man.
We're actually sponsoring the tag match tonight.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
It's a very special stipulation. Witness will be a new one and still. They will be the first plushies in a brand new Raging Pro Wrestling lineup.
Wow. That's fantastic. Very cool. So, yeah. I think we got Gen Z coming on next, guys. I know we're kind of in flux here and things are kind of moving. But we got Gen Z. I know they're here. I've seen them. I'm shaking hands with them. So we're going to bring them on here in just a second. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. This is great. Yeah, what's your name? John. John, nice to meet you. Are we doing? You guys get the middle seats? Or we doing gimmick, half gimmick, full gimmick? What do you want? It's. How you guys want to do it? Yeah, we're not playing off each person who shows up. So. Half gimmick, yeah. Cool. Soccer shit. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh, come on now. This is going around my waist. You kidding me?
Hey, man, I think it was very nice at Cricket Wireless to make sure they get the motif around your.
There you
Yeah,
go.
dude. It's on green theme.
That's right.
Yeah, here they are, everyone. The RPW tag team champions since God.
Feels
year
like
and a half.
forever,
It's been a
right?
long
Year
time.
and a half, yep.
It's been a long time. Roy Cooper, Preston Palmer, welcome, guys. Like I said, I've seen you a few times, but it's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice to
absolutely.
meet you. Thanks for having us.
So tell us about this match with Royal Flavor tonight. I know you guys got a taste of them back in May, but half of them, I guess.
It was, it was half of them. Tonight we got the rest of them. Hopefully there are no run-ins or hootenannies, shenanigans, what's going on.
And
But
if there is, hopefully they're in our favor.
that's what I'm
because,
saying. It
you
was
know,
pretty nice last time, you know. Was it
Thankfully-
Isaiah Moore?
Yes.
Is that what it was? Yeah, he kind of saved our rear end a little bit, but
Thing is, we've been studying since then. You know, it was a close call, but you know, we've been studying up on Royal Flavor, and we think we got a couple tricks up our sleeves for tonight.
I mean, all you got to do is chop them out at the leg. I mean, they flip and dive and do all this crazy stuff and just take out the leg. It's so easy.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing there's a plan.
That's it. Now listen, those guys were on here earlier and they were saying they're not turning their backs on you. That's what they said. They're not turning their backs on you after last time. So
Seems like
Y'all
that
got-
means they perceive us as a threat, and
They're scared.
that's all we need. That's all we need to know. We'll play into that. So
I think we're looking at the thinking man's team here today.
That's it. Oh, I'm telling you, you don't
We've got
even
the-
know.
we've
These
got
guys
the
got, these
that
guys
are
got stuff
winning,
up their
and then we
sleeve
got
all
the
the
guys
time.
that
All the
win.
time.
I
Always
like
got a
it.
backup plan.
The-
I like
Anytime.
You need a good strategy, right?
Right.
Roy and I have a couple different like game plans that we call. Say maybe we're in a scenario where we're kind of on our heels. We will literally call it to each other and yell, "Hey, run this plan now!" And we've always got a plan.
Yep.
That's what makes Gen Z so good.
yep, absolutely.
Yeah, preparation,
We're thinking,
preparation,
Bob.
preparation.
So
Right?
we're thinking.
I mean, especially got the guys doing all the flips around and all that stuff, right? Like why?
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's the way we live our lives. That's the way we live in the ring, and we're gonna take care of business like we always do.
That's our bread and butter. Really, it's just keep it simple.
That's it. That's it. Well, yeah, these guys are a big threat. They've got their sights set on you later. So we are very interested in seeing this tag match. John and I have been talking about it
We've
for a
been
couple
talking
of
about
weeks.
it for a
We're
couple
ready for this
weeks.
match.
We're
As you
excited.
should be.
It's gonna be good stuff. It's gonna
Thank
be
you.
great stuff. Match of the night.
Yes, no, we're looking forward to it. So let me ask you a question. Do you guys, how did Gen Z get together? I know you guys have been wrestling the singles for a while, so.
Yeah, so you know, a little bit kind of behind the scenes stuff. We've been friends for multiple years, and it was kind of always an idea of like, hey, one day let's kind of make a little fun team
Yeah, let's
here
make
and
this
see what
happen.
we're doing, especially if you know we get the opportunity. And eventually we saw that there was an opportunity in a couple companies around the state, and we said, let's win some gold and have some fun. So ever since then we've gone all across the state. We've been in down to Milwaukee. We've been with RPW, we've been to Wapaka, Oshkosh, we're in a lot. And we've had a lot of success, a lot of good feedback from people, and
Yeah.
memories of a lifetime. So it's been pretty awesome.
It's pretty sweet. So yeah, no, he's absolutely right. Him and I have known each other since we were in middle school.
Oh,
So like we just had a full year lease together as well. I moved down to a pond. He stayed in Stevens Point. I couldn't stand the smell of his feet anymore.
Oh,
That's too much.
yeah.
But that's what makes Gen Z so good. Is because we are just us.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
in that ring, outside of that ring, we don't change. The people that we are in the ring is exactly who we are on the outside.
I like that.
So
Yep.
if you run into us on the street, or if you see us at like the store, we're not different people.
Right.
So that's why it feels so authentic.
Mhm.
Like that's what makes us the best, and why we've had the tag team championships for over a year and a half now.
Yep.
Like this thing has been a staple in my room. Like it's just kind of, it's just there, like
Pretty awesome.
yeah.
Yep.
You saying you start taking it for granted? Is that?
Whoa, whoa. Hey, I
We
never
haven't
said
hung
taking
up-
it for granted. I said
up in the room
post
every
it,
day, to
right?
remind us of our great
Like when they go over the locker room, you tap the thing, right? Tap the bell on your way out the door every morning.
What I have to deal with.
Yeah, right. Now to fill you guys in on a little backstory, we've been friends since we were 2 years old. So
Oh,
we got the same. We got the same.
I sense a little bit of a
we
same
got the dynamic.
Yeah,
Has no
a little
idea.
bit of a similar dynamic
there.
there. So I like that. Yeah, it's great. So
Yeah, now I know because we've been covering. John and I have a list. We cover all these promotions and stuff. But you guys just had belts in was it Bruce City?
It was
No.
ACW.
ACW. Sorry, I
Yep.
knew it was recent ago. You guys just lost them. I thought.
yes,
Okay, don't
yes,
bring it up.
Well, I mean,
Don't-
you guys had them for a while.
Don't bring it up.
Let me get started with that. You had them for a
That's
while.
what he does.
So-
you know.
Two-time champ.
Two-time champs.
Right.
Hope to be three-time champs soon enough here,
Yeah.
right?
We've still got our rematch clause lined up for us.
Good,
We're
good.
Yep.
waiting to see when we want to use that. And we've got some stuff to take care of in ACW. We still got a lot of stuff to do there, and yeah, it was I had my foot was broken over
Yeah,
the course of the summer. We had a substitute. We've got to deal figure out some
Right.
stuff with him.
Yeah.
And,
we
he's
had
not on our good side right now, but
we've had a couple roadblocks, but I mean, I don't think that stopped our momentum. Like, just because you don't have the tag team championships at that time does not mean that you don't know you're the best tag team
Right.
at a given
Exactly.
at a given point, right?
yep.
So, champions or not, you got to have the mindset of a champion,
Right.
right? So
Every day.
that's again where our plans come in.
Good.
So even if we are on top of the mountain, the mindset is the same,
Good.
right?
How do we stay there?
Exactly. Come in with a plan, all right? Execute the plan, and then walk out with gold. That's kind of been our bread and butter since day one.
Seems like it. Seems like it to me. You guys are doing a real great job at it. You guys are a good tag team too, man. When I
Thank
see you guys work well
Oh,
together.
absolutely. They work very.
It's not just
well
see too many teams thrown together. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You guys are a unit. You know what I mean?
I think-
and that's
yeah.
it's your friends, I guess.
I
Yes,
think that's
yeah,
what it felt
absolutely.
like at first when Gen Z came together because we were kind of doing two different things.
Mhm.
I know Roy was kind of working on a vlog thing, trying to get that off the ground. I don't know if it ever did.
Nope.
But we were doing two different things, and I mean, we had always wanted to throw it together, and
And
when it happened, it felt a little weird to I think a few fans, but all they needed was time to see us be ourselves,
Right.
and it's just gone.
Everything fell into place for you.
Right.
Exactly.
yeah, and we had those talks for a while of what we wanted to be, and from the day that both of us started training, kind of one of the things that people always pointed out was like, oh, you guys are so young still and all this
Oh, yeah.
stuff, and that's when we were like, let's just play into it,
Dude,
let's
Right.
Yeah.
let's just crank that up to 11, and it doesn't have to be doesn't have to be social media like I was trying to do for a while
Right.
and all that, or but just the little things, the
Right.
little things that people find annoying about Gen Z.
Just that,
Just-
yeah.
crank
We're
it up a
old
little
guys. We
bit.
get it. We
Yep.
get it.
See, that's
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
favorite part about running the whole Gen Z style. Because I mean, I started training wrestling when I was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we started both so young.
How old are you guys now?
I'm 23.
23.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've
So
been
5 years now.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Very
Right?
weird.
Um,
Very weird.
But to be able to run circles around the guys who've been doing this for longer than I've been alive is such a cool feeling.
Yeah.
Right? To really just bring that new edge to the game. You
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
been
Listen, I see big things for you guys.
Thanks.
If you can get some confidence.
Yeah, no,
Really.
right, exactly.
If
You
you
guys
get
gotta-
some confidence.
Yeah, you guys.
hold on. If we can get some confidence,
That's my sarcasm.
I
like it.
appreciate it big time.
That
good one. That was a good one.
The beard, man.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's got to play into it.
I-
Right? It's like a Samson thing. It's
It's incredible. It's truly is.
awesome.
Uh,
It's the best beards in the biz right now.
I appreciate it.
Gotta be.
Love it. Hey, hey.
I could only wish to grow the beard that I can grow.
Right?
And
Seriously.
I cap out about what I got right
Yeah,
now.
I can't
right?
get between
After this, it looks like nah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Awesome.
You got
Listen,
anything? Got any other
Gen Z-
questions?
No,
It was a good time.
let's go. We're having a good time too, but Silas Young just walked in.
Oh,
And he's looking at us like he might wanna, well, John's afraid of him.
I'm
So,
very.
John's afraid of him.
I don't blame.
It's only John. I'm
I'm
not.
a real man come to mind that scares me.
All right.
What else do you guys have? I mean, what else is going on with you guys? I mean, you want to hang out for a second? Silas is talking.
absolutely,
What else you guys got going on as far as where you working coming up? You said you got the ACW. Well,
Yep,
there's not
so-
much signed yet. It's just
But they have.
you got the
we
contract
got
clause.
plans in place.
Contract clause.
Yep,
we got
we've
plans in
got
place.
plans in motion there. Right now, I think
Motion.
motion.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know we've got possibly some things in the works down at BCW.
Yeah. We got some good contact
good
down
for-
at Bruce
Yeah,
City.
we're very excited.
Oh, I'm
about-
excited for what we got
yeah,
going on
we're
down
excited
there.
about the potential of that. And then besides that, we both got some cool single stuff coming up. I've got some up in Green Bay with HWE. I just won
I'm
the
still
summer.
get there.
I know.
Numbers, man. I'm still trying to get there.
Summer series tournament. I was the winner of, so I got a championship match there. He's the current tag champ at Now Let's Wrestling
Yep.
at Appleton.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, it's kind of like a group of 4.
Oh,
yeah, he's got a
Yeah, we got a best friends club.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
kind
They are-
of not. We're trying to figure it out, like where if we want to run it just us two or run it as the group. We're trying to figure some things out there. But yeah, it was really cool at one point to be a triple tag team champion.
Yeah.
Because it was it's either Jimothy or Johnny CK or Lauren Lockett.
Okay.
Yep. That's
So
that's the group.
Bob, is wherever these gentlemen go, belts follow.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I like belt magnets.
Forgive me, I'm thinking about if I'm thinking about the wrong guy, but if I remember correctly, can one of you guys explain to me that thing Johnny CK carries with him?
Oh God.
That's what I've been asking this question for 2 years.
Oh God.
Is it a
okay.
Pikachu or is it
No,
another thing?
no,
What's the deal
no.
with
It is
I
a
want-
Pokemon.
Okay.
It's Eevee.
Okay.
It's another Pokemon. It's pretty much all I can say.
Yeah, he carries around a
Um,
stuffed Pokemon with him, and I just about want to kick him in the face every time I see it. Right?
But with that being said, he does sell a lot of t-shirts.
Make money.
He makes
He makes some money. That's
and a
for
lot
sure.
of people love hanging out with Eevee.
That's true. That's true.
So
Really?
yeah,
It
whatever
works.
works for
I
him,
can't-
man. Whatever.
He's crazy like a fox, dude.
There you
See what I
go.
did?
Hey.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just throw out one more name here because I'll take him with the Eevee versus Yeti Henderson coming in with that stick.
Oh my
You keep that away
goodness.
from me, like-
Oh my gosh, dude. Have you worked?
I want to.
Have you worked with Daddy?
Yes.
See, I have not.
Oh yeah. It's,
Right? And like it works
it's
well
fun.
with
It's
the
fun.
way
Right, yeah, right. You guys,
Yeah. With the beard.
You're like
and
a
the
jungle
beard
boy
and-
kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want anything to do with that Yeti.
I gotta see Yeti versus Johnny CK now.
Dude.
Like I kind of want.
oh, now I'm down with that.
Give him the pencil.
Yeti was in now that a couple
He
months
was.
ago.
He was. That
Maybe
could
we
happen.
can see if we can see
We
something
both
there.
trades.
Maybe here in
There you go.
RPW even maybe. We
Hey.
can-
It would nice to see Johnny back at RPW. That's for sure.
So
Or Jetty. Oh, a Johnny Yeti would be good.
Jetty.
Jetty.
That could be good.
Yeah.
Yeti, there you go.
Jetty.
All right. We're having too much
Yeah.
now.
Johnny gets the promos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Just make sure. Little too babbling.
It's not as good.
I mean, yeah, but
you know, like they're tough.
See, we're friends with them. We're friends with them, so we can make fun of them.
I just run them down all the time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Now we're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna bring Silas Young on. So
Sounds
we can get
good.
going, and you guys can get
Yes.
prepared for your big tag team match.
Absolutely.
Holding on to that goal.
You betcha.
You know it.
Gotta show Lauren these belts. My daughter's big into belts. She's got criticisms with every belt. So I like she loves some and she hates others. So I'm gonna make sure she sees these pictures.
That's right.
What's
So
her,
we can
what's
get her
her,
right on the
yeah,
belt.
That's
all
right.
right. Let's
She got
Show the
opinions.
champ.
Now. Yeah, Lauren,
rate
when you
these
watch
belts.
this,
Check
Come on
them
your
out.
thoughts. We need your
We need-
opinions.
We need the opinions, Lauren.
Heck yeah. Thank you guys.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
Preston.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely.
Best of luck tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, I'm not sure yet, but I think we might have one more guest here, and it is a very good one. And I'm very excited about this, John. I'm very excited about this. I'm
Hope things go well.
yeah, well, I mean, as long as we get out of here alive, as long as
Yes.
he doesn't, doesn't cause us any
Doesn't
trouble.
burn
It looks
on
like our last guest here is going to be Silas Young, everyone, the last real man. We've been talking about it all day. And now looks like it's about time. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, I feel like this is like before Buff came on. This is kind of the same thing. Like, I'm in the
This
same
is-
spot here right now. Like, I'm kind of turning into a kid.
This is me being a fanboy for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
So, it's gonna be cool.
absolutely. Oh my goodness gracious.
Man,
Well, I'm,
Time has flown by. This has been,
I know, it feels like we just got here.
dude. We were so nervous for this, and look, it's
It's 10 after 3.
I know.
We're running down. We got one more guest and we are about to be done. I was the same way. I was telling, I don't know if I said it on the show or not, but the stomach and all the way up here with the nerves,
Yeah,
man, and
I
just
bet.
like
I
all
bet.
these things going on. And
Well,
now,
you had a long drive with nothing to sit with but your thoughts, man.
that's right.
So,
3 hours from Chicago this morning. So, but that's all right. It was a good trip, good time down there.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I
And
realized, I
we've
think
had we've had, I mean, this has been such a good experience for us, man. You know, for our first time doing this, growing pains, we got bumps, and you know, hopefully next time we've got some things we can refine. But man, this has been fun.
It absolutely has.
Can't say enough thank yous to Rich for.
Oh,
setting
seriously.
this
Yeah.
up.
Thanks again, Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
For setting this all up. I mean, we're sitting here just watching Silas Young having a conversation, just waiting for him to turn around, hopefully not too menacingly, and get our attention. Because I'm not going to go up there and interrupt him. That's for damn sure. That's not happening.
He's a real man. He's the last one in the store here, and he's busy, and we are not messing with that. So.
We'll talk about car accidents some more while we're waiting now.
Yeah. Hey, what other while the mic is hot? Let's see. What else can we talk about?
I tell you what, though, seriously, we've said it a few times since we've been sitting here. Cricket Wireless has been just absolutely great for us today. They have welcomed us, made us feel at home. They've given us everything we need.
Yes.
See, they just told us we don't even need to tear this thing down. They're going to tear it all down for us. Like, what the hell, man?
They're
awesome.
They cannot have been better hosts. So, you know, anybody that's in the need for some electronic devices, phones, watches, and the sort, this is the place to be. Cricket is very, very very nice to deal with.
It is. And again, we got one more interview coming up before we head to RPW Destiny 5. We're going to wrap up after this and head over there. I'm very much looking forward to this show. It's been on our calendars for several months.
Yep.
And woo. All right, so now the question is, are we coming back out in November for Perseverance, or
that one might push. That there seems to be something going on that my wife and kids may have that weekend. That if I don't show up to might be not a good deal for John.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I totally understand that. I totally understand that. The life of a married man.
Well, you know, and 29th birthdays are very important. I'm just throwing that out there.
I see. Well, look, if you treat him well, then he will be a good host when we go down to Hickory, right? Like that's the other thing, we got to talk about going down to Hickory at some point.
Yes.
Because that's
there's so much stuff in the works now at this point. It's crazy. We're having so much fun with this, man.
It's crazy. And that's one of the things that I keep talking about these guys and everything they do. Like, we're just kind of getting started, and these opportunities are kind of coming at us, and we're doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for me to keep track of already. Like, I don't know how these guys who are in the business with all these things happening all at once. I don't know how they keep track of it all.
All I can say is they're much more organized people than we are.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I'm the first to admit, you're much more organized than I am.
That's not good.
But I'm terrible with it. January keeps me somewhat organized. So, but as for myself, no. So yeah, these guys and keeping up with these schedules and towns and times dude, it's a full-time job in and of itself. And then you got to go out and you got to train, you got to wrestle,
social media marketing.
Right. Here, behind the scenes stuff. Bob is the social media guy because
you can tell
he can't even get me to get on the. I think he's trying to get me on MySpace. Is that what?
That's right. Hey, you're gonna get your MySpace page, and I'm gonna be one of your top 10 friends.
As soon as I get my dial-up working, I'm on MySpace, man. I promise you.
Absolutely, man. I already got you on Friendster, so we're working our way forward. You know what I mean? We got things happening here. Oh my God! Look, these kids are making me feel old. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're making me feel old.
Dude, yeah. Well, I mean, Jordan,
they're younger than your kid.
They're much younger. Jordan, yeah, they were in middle school when my kid was in high school. So yeah,
right.
I don't know what happened.
And my kids are right behind these guys
right
coming
there.
up. So it's a crazy time to sit there and see them grow up and go out and do their own thing, and then realizing these guys are out here. They're tag team champions. They're 23 years old. My daughter's about to be 19. Like, that's just it's a crazy thing. Time's just flying. It's just flying in a good way sometimes, in a bad way others.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I never even think about these guys out here taking photographs and doing their thing. I'm such a bad photograph guy. Like, I go out and meet wrestlers. I never get photographed. I always forget. See ya. Thanks.
See ya. Thank you.
Yeah, they got some really cool stuff. Top Rope Plushies. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a plug anyway. Top Rope Plushies is gonna be at the show today, guys. Check out their table. They're such cool stuff, man. I'll take you over to their table when we get there.
I'm looking forward to it. They were great to meet. I can't wait to see what they have to offer, and I know they've got an announcement coming up maybe after the show. So
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
everybody be on the lookout for that one.
Absolutely. Of course, we'll be getting ready to work our way over to that after party at that point.
Yep,
If-
absolutely.
I don't know how are we gonna stay awake, dude? Like that's what I've been thinking about ever since I got up this morning. I'm like, how am I gonna make it to
Again,
the end of this day?
I look at this is a young man's game, and we're not built for that anymore. So, anything past 10 o'clock starts getting iffy.
Yep.
John might fall asleep in a corner somewhere.
You see us over passed out in the corner,
Right.
after party going around.
Yeah,
We'll just be hunched over. It's true, man. I am gonna just pass out.
Somebody get us an early bird special. We'll be okay.
Oh man, I would kill for an early bird special.
Maybe we'll get what are the kids? What do the guys our age drink? What are they? It's a Red Bull prune juice. I mean, what do we get?
Hey, it keeps you regular.
It keeps
It keeps you up.
It keeps
you
me
know?
up.
That's it. You got to get the prune juice. Oh man, this has been the craziest day.
This has been a lot of fun, man. A lot of people supporting us. A lot of people come out. A lot of people online checking us out. So,
And I'm not gonna lie to you, one of my favorite parts about this is we're gonna replay the show next week in our regular time podcast spot.
all
We
right.
got a week off, John.
Oh my goodness.
Taking a week to ourselves.
Oh my. So what I'm hearing is John gets to come home and take a nap from work.
Exactly. It's gonna be crazy.
All
I
right.
mean, I'll still have plenty of wrestling for you to watch. Because we try to invite other people on the show, and they don't want to watch all that wrestling. So it's of course since I know he's watching right now.
Well,
That's
I-
even funnier.
I
But
think there's a time difference between us and Britain, and so it makes it hard to watch a lot of wrestling.
that's true.
At least I mean that's what I hear. I don't know for sure, but there's times for beans and toast, but there's no time for wrestling. I don't know how that works. But for some people, I guess it's a real thing.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. Oh my goodness
Oh.
gracious, man! The sun is. It's getting later in the day. What time is it? 3:15. We are. Oh, my Tennessee Vols
Uh-oh.
getting ready to kick off against Mississippi State. Did you see Ash by Elegance last night? Did you see the?
I did not.
Oh, she just dropped the belt, so she can't wrestle anymore. She's done.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Something about a life circumstance or something. All I know is I hope the best for her.
absolutely.
And I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what's going on there. I only saw the news caption this morning. I didn't even see the clip last
We'll have
night.
we'll have to look into that and make sure we're talking about it. That's man, wish her well.
Yeah, yeah. Especially since that's got ramifications for the Elegance brand.
Right.
Maggie, Heather, who have been out here at RPW shows several times. And like I said, I wish the best for them. So I don't want to see the loss of the Elegance brand maybe screw up their momentum. But if it means we get Maggie Lee here more, I'm not going to complain about that. You know what I'm saying, or Heather Reckless.
No, either one. I mean, you're talking about just two phenomenal talents, man.
Yeah. The last time I saw Heather Reckless, she was wrestling with Rebecca J. Scott out here, and they ended up in the Raptors. So,
Oh wow.
and actually, there was one point where Heather climbed. There must be a volleyball court that climbed up into the referee's chair, and Rebecca J. Scott was hurling volleyballs out of it. Well, it was...
Dude, you see, everybody, this is what you get at the indie shows. This is the cool stuff that happens at these shows. This is why you got to come out and check it out, because you never know what kind of craziness you're going to see.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh man, this place is hopping today.
Yeah, so they got a nice little crowd that's trickled in now. They're busy. So I like it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So, you can get a drink of water real quick.
Yep, I am going to step away as well and get a little quick drink.
You're supposed to cry. Be watching
Guys, everyone, welcome to the show. Silas Young, the last real man. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah, nice to meet you
meet
guys.
as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, these are the bookends, right? So we
That's
had Buff
right.
on earlier, and John and I almost lost our shit because it was like, oh my God, that's Buff Bagwell. And now here we are again doing it because, oh my God, it's Silas Young sitting next to us.
That's right.
Man, I know I've been watching you for a long time.
Absolutely.
Big fan. Today, you've got Ken Anderson in the big main event.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, me and Ken actually got trained by the same guy in wrestling, and over all these years, I'm pretty sure we've never wrestled each other. So this is the first time matchup. tonight,
Wow.
which is something to think about after all these years, both him
I
and
was gonna say, you would think at some point you guys would have crossed paths,
Yeah,
but
you would have.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, it's a match we're looking forward to for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big show. You work out here for Rich a lot. I've seen you out here a couple of times.
Right.
How you like working for RPW?
RPW is great. You know, I've known Rich. Once again, Rich is the guy who I started with. You know,
Right.
He was trained to be a referee. I was trained to be a wrestler. He runs a really good, tight ship. He, puts a lot into his company. And after all these years of wrestling, you go all over the place. You travel places. You wrestle for different companies, and sometimes you don't know what to expect. But
Right.
he runs a really good, top-notch place. Real respectful, real professional. Comes through on what he says he's going to do. I mean, he even sets up stuff like this. A lot of places think that running a wrestling company or running an independent company is just putting on a show and people are just going to magically show up. There's a lot of this stuff like what we're doing here right now that goes on behind the scenes that really helps a company grow. So I think it's great.
Yeah, we think the world of him for setting this up for us here too. It's a big opportunity for us, and it's great. It's, like you said, we just got done talking about after our last guest between the two, and about how much extra stuff there is that you guys in the wrestling business have to do on top of just getting in the ring and wrestling, from social media to interviews to just all the stuff, training, weightlifting. I mean, it's all that stuff. I don't know how y'all keep it all straight, to be honest with you. I told him we've done 40 episodes. We've had like 9 guests, and I'm already losing track of half of it. So I don't know how you guys keep all this stuff straight.
Yeah, I don't always, to be honest. Yeah, I do my best. I usually go to the gym that's literally right over here. So today I was looking this up to see where this is at, and I was like, oh man, great. I'll just go work out before I come over. So I went and did a little workout. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of different variables that go into pro wrestling. Like you guys mentioned, you got to train, especially nowadays, social media is so important, especially for younger wrestlers. Guys trying to make a name for themselves, trying to branch out. They got to do something to be different.
Right.
So it is definitely a lot of work. And I think, like we said about Rich, even setting up stuff like this here, we're doing this live podcast here,
Right.
and we're in a cricket store, which is pretty crazy. I've never done that before.
Right.
So
Right.
always a first,
That makes 3 of us.
That does. Absolutely right. And I was telling John that we have another guest coming down today that doesn't have anything to do with the RPW show, but somebody who you just maybe tussled with recently in Samson.
Oh yeah. Wow. Samson's coming down today, huh?
Yeah. Now you guys stay apart here. I don't need y'all getting into another match like you'll have before.
Right. Well, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know he was coming down today. That's pretty awesome. I like that dude. He's a guy who he got into the wrestling business a little bit later in life, but he's a humongous dude.
Yeah, he is
a legit athlete. Not that what we don't do is legit. But when I say legit athlete, I mean we have a lot of guys who in the wrestling business are, guys who are definitely athletic, but just didn't come from a specific athletic background.
Right. Samson played football, he did MMA.
Exactly.
Yeah, you listen to it's not the guy to bump into in the middle of the night.
No,
That's
not at all. Yeah, we've had him on the podcast a couple of times. We're big fans of Samson. We think it's crazy that somebody who gets into the business that late can flourish the way he's doing. It's just it's incredible to me. I don't know. I mean, you're in the business, so you know better, but it's from the outside, it's crazy to see guys that are coming in late. We've had a few guys on here starting.
Yeah, it's there's been examples of it, I guess, throughout wrestling. I mean, Batista, this guy didn't start wrestling until he was 40 years old, and even a guy like Jerry Lynn back in the day. I mean, granted, he wasn't quite as older, but he's a guy who had a pretty long, successful career. He didn't start until he was almost 30 years old. So it does happen, but it's definitely it's a business where you're constantly learning and growing. So usually speaking, you kind of got to get in at a younger age. And I think part of that too is just getting your body used to the beating it takes. When you first start, you're young, your body can bounce back. And then, hopefully over time it kind of builds some calluses.
Right.
You're not get hurt,
Yeah, absolutely. Now I know you had your time with Ring of Honor in the East Coast. Since that all went away, I guess, the first time. I've seen you a few other times on the East Coast. How often what's your deal with the East Coast? Do you get out there often or nowadays? I mean,
Not really much nowadays. I still work. I think like probably in like the last 2 years of kind of slowing down my work a little bit. Just getting older, priorities change in life, I guess. I mean, I still love wrestling. It'll always be a part of my life, but I still like to take the opportunities when they come up. I think when I was with Ring of Honor, my name was just out there more. Wrestling is very much a business of what have you done for me lately? And what I mean by that is there's so much wrestling that WWE has like 3 or 4 shows themselves each week, right? Like the LFG and Raw and SmackDown and NXT.
Evolve now.
Right?
All
And
that
every-
stuff. Yeah. So
and you have TNA and you have AEW that has like 8,000 titles. And
Right.
they have Ring of Honor, and there's just so much wrestling out there. It's easy to forget about guys, and I don't think I'm necessarily forgotten about, but I'm sure I've slipped people's minds. There's a lot of wrestling going on, and once in a while when I maybe do an AEW booking or something like that, then I'll have people hit me up and wanting to book me out on the East Coast. So I think that's probably the gist of it, is just basically I haven't been doing a whole lot of any big mainstream things, and it kind of lets your name slip to the side a little bit. And I think that sometimes for guys in wrestling, that's hard. It's a hard thing for
I can imagine
for people to deal with, but it's just the reality of life. And that's, really how I try to look at it, is like, well, you've been very fortunate to be able to go all over the world and wrestle and make a good living at it for, almost a decade. And I'm still doing it and still doing shows regularly. I definitely get offered more bookings than I take, I should say, but yeah, I don't know. Wrestling's a weird, crazy business. You could be doing, nothing this weekend, and then something happens, a few calls happen, and all of a sudden a month later you're on TV every week or something,
So you really do got the feast or famine thing kind of going on.
It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how it happens. So just all of a sudden you make it a call out of the blue and just there's a run.
There you go.
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's got to be nerve-wracking. Maybe 10 years ago, maybe not now. If you're starting to cool it off a little bit, it's probably not as nerve-wracking.
Right. I think honestly, I think that is part of it too, is it is, as wrestlers, this is definitely something we dedicate our whole lives to. And, especially when you're younger and you're hungry and you want it, those opportunities come up. You think like, oh my God, if I don't make something out of this, and it's just all going to end. And that's, and when the reality is a lot of times it's so much of it is out of your control, like even if you say get brought into like, get booked at like a AEW to maybe be an extra talent, or WWE to be an extra talent, which is basically like what they call guys as extra talent. Sometimes they'll get matches, sometimes they'll get used as security guards or whatever. But really, even that is just like, well, do they have a match there? Are they going to pick you to have that match? Is the person you're going to have the match with going to want to, maybe let you look good too? So that maybe then the company can have a decent look at you. There's so many different variables in wrestling that you, and by you, I mean us, the wrestlers, we have no control over. So
I was gonna say, it's got to be kind of hard too. You put your best effort out there, but there's so many other things that are out of your control that have to fall right for the right things to happen. That's who.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a cliche old saying of like right place, right time, but it totally is. Like, I mean, even for myself, when I got a job with Ring of Honor, I was doing the last real man gimmick. Was I really had started going at it real hard with that, probably for about a year and a half at that point. And some stuff had happened. Someone had left the company who was doing something kind of similar, not the exact same thing, but just kind of an angry heel character, and they realized that guy was on the out, and they were like, well, we got Silas, we've been using him a lot. He would kind of slide right in that role. He's a good strong heel, he gets heat, what they needed. So it's kind of like, even that was like, I had been there, I had been doing stuff consistently with them. I had guys that were like their main eventers being like, hey, you should give him a job, he's great, he's awesome, he's easy to work with. But even then it still took, that right situation, so I think realizing that over the years, especially as, I mean, I'm 45, as we sit here today. So it's not like I'm a young man by any means, It's not like,
any wrestling companies like, man, we really got to sign that 45-year-old guy. you know,
we know.
Right.
You know,
we're all right around the same age here.
Yeah,
we get
so-
it. We get it.
yeah. So it's not, so I mean, I think having a little bit of a little grasp on reality helps too. Like as much as you might love it and as good as you may be, you also got to realize that your opportunity of getting something's pretty slim,
Right.
to the point where now I would probably have a better chance of getting a job as like a coach or a producer
Right.
or something like that.
Now, is that something eventually you might be interested in, or?
I mean, maybe, but I also enjoy not traveling.
Yeah,
I enjoy
I
being
bet
home.
all these years of doing it, I'm sure
Yeah,
there's some appeal to sitting at home.
Believe me,
Right.
believe me, I know. I get that impulse 100%. I've never taken a bump, so I.
Yeah, just sometimes it's nice. I grew up here in Appleton, and I just moved back in June after 21 years. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice being home. My family's all around here. A bunch of friends that I grew up with, and
Nice.
remained friends with
Yeah.
over the years. So it's nice. It's nice being back. It's nice.
Homecoming, man. I
yeah.
get it. I get it.
Nice not traveling as much. But then on the same hand, every once in a while I think like, oh, maybe I don't want to keep wrestling. But then I realize like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, it's-
Well, and listen, it's us. We're the ones that are happy for that
Yeah,
decision.
100%.
Get to see you do your thing, and man, yeah, tonight's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
Whew.
It absolutely is. I've been looking forward to this. I was out here last time for the Zilla Ken match, which was wild. 15 years in the making, or whatever they called it. This is kind of the same thing. I'm
Nice.
looking forward to this big time. It's going to be a really great match. Silas, I don't want to hold you too long. We've got stuff to do, and you got preparations to make for tonight. So we really
Absolutely.
appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, definitely.
I could talk to you for probably
Yeah.
2 hours and ask questions,
Yes.
but I won't put you through that today. But thank you very much for coming on. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Nice
for your
meeting
time.
Good luck tonight. We'll see you over at the show for sure.
Yeah, it definitely should be a great show tonight.
Yes, you guys. Yeah,
Like-
absolutely.
I hear there's a lot of tickets already pre-sold. So
Yeah,
it's always
yeah.
a good thing.
Seems like it's gonna be a good crowd.
It's gonna be hot.
Thank you very much. We'll
Thanks,
see you over there.
Silas. Appreciate it.
All right, now I'm gonna sit in here next to you. We can wrap this up.
Yeah.
This was freaking awesome, dude. Like,
This
what do
was
you?
amazing. This was amazing. That am I still alive?
I know.
Yeah.
Let
me check.
Did I fumble
Okay.
too much with Silas? Did I fumble too much with Buff?
Hey,
I was freaking
Hey,
out.
Listen, nobody knocked our socks off. Nobody,
That's right. I had no bruises.
nobody.
I didn't get
nobody
hit.
knocked us out. We're good. Nobody smacked us. Nobody chopped us. We didn't irritate anybody to the point of having to put hands on us. So
Yeah.
I'm calling it a
Thank
win.
Goodness, yeah, it's a big win. Big win. Well, anybody who is anywhere near Appleton, you have what's going on 3:30. You probably got about 2 hours before the doors open at the Champion Center here in Appleton for RPW Destiny 5. It is going to be an absolutely crazy show. Like we said, Ken Anderson and Silas. We got Gen Z and Royal Flava. I'm glad they didn't pick up on, Gen Z didn't hear the previous interview. But my boys Royal Flava are going to put the belts on themselves tonight. JDX is going to be a hell of a triple threat with ZK47 and Rampage Santana.
Yep.
Brick is coming. Brick is going to be here. It's just going to be an absolute. We got the after party
the
tonight.
after
I think there's
party.
a couple of tickets left for the after party. So
I
anybody,
believe Rich said that there were a few. There were a couple of seats and a couple of bar stools still open.
yeah, come hang out with us. Well, forget us, Casey
yeah.
Lennox and Jordan Blue, guys. I mean,
That's the draw.
that's
not-
the sell, right? We're
not
not.
this.
We'll be invisible, but yeah,
and asleep.
probably. But look, John, this is it.
All right.
Let's say see you and let's get the hell over to the show.
All right, everybody.
Guys, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much for
We
everybody.
appreciate you
looking.
hanging with us through all this.
Any family? Sorry we put you through this, but thanks for watching.
Sorry about talking about your car accidents.
Hey,
See
Beans
you
and
guys.
Toast.